Hello, hello everybody. I hope everybody's having a fantabulous evening. We are going to be live shortly. Well, we're live now, but we're about to pop off and do our thing. You know what I mean? Let me see here real quick. Real quick. Hey, Colton, what's up? How you doing, Bugaboo? What it do? Hola, amigo. I try to sound Hispanic. It doesn't work all the time. Just saying. Just saying. It's not the greatest, but it happens. You got any big plans for tonight? Are you gonna come share a scary story with us? That would be dope if so. That would be freaking litty. Liddy up in here, broski. Ooh. There we go. Alright, guys. I am going to be live with Missymissfire. If you haven't already, drop that follow, show that love, show that support. Definitely check her out. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't have any? Not at all? Damn, okay. Okay. I see you. I see you. Alrighty then. Let's go. I have no sound. Does my mic sound okay or does it sound too far away? I usually have it a little closer. Let me bring it to me a little bit closer. Is that better? Or is that too loud now? It might be a little too loud. Hopefully not though. Bam, bam, bam. Mic sounds good? Let's get ready to rock. I'm ready. I'm getting into Discord right now. Sorry. I was trying to get everything ready to go. Alright, let's see here. Oh my gosh. There's so much to read. Jump to present. Okay. Really? You have it as... See, I don't do OBS, though. I don't do OBS, Missy. Damn it. Why you gotta make things so amazing? Alright, we're... Hello? Welcome to the dark side. She doesn't.
Hey.
Hey. What's up?
It's actually not working in that regard. So,
Oh, the dock is it?
yeah, as far as the voice. But I can use it to, drag people.
Drag people? Okay. Hey, I mean, it's whatever. It sounds amazing. Whatever you're playing with over there, I'm digging it, okay?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. What up, Killer? Yes, we are doing scary stories tonight.
My thought today is that if we have downtime, that we could maybe do something like, play a game or something.
Yeah.
We have downtime. Be honest, I need you to sign in on this here. Thank you. We're just getting set up, guys. Give us a moment.
A momento. Killer, what are you doing? What you got going on, broski? So tonight, the goal is for everybody to be able to share their stories with us, whether it's true or false. Like,
right.
You know, you can share whatever story you want to think of, or if it's a true story, the scariest story is going to get a tarot card reading from Missy. That's right? A tarot card reading?
Yep.
From Missy, and she's really good at it. Let me tell you, she gave me knowledge on quite a few. She's done like 2 or 3 on me already, and boy, they are like on the money. Let's just put it that way. But yeah. So you know, think about it. You're resting today. Oh. Well, hopefully you didn't work too hard, or, well, you're with the missus today, so never mind, you probably are working hard.
Oh.
You got that broke back, you know what I mean? Not at all, don't have any. Colton, are you going to try to share one of your horror stories with us?
Ooh.
Remember, Colton, I was trying to get him to do his because he's a nurse. Could you imagine what he could have? Oh my gosh.
Any scary stories from that?
Yeah. I've been doing overtime, and yes, with the miss. Got you. Wink, wink. Alright, I think we are ready.
Yeah, to be honest, it's just logging into the Xbox account really for me.
Oh, you're
just
fine.
In case we wanted to use that for anything.
You are fine.
Library.
Did we didn't get to go through all the houses, though, did we? With you on Demonologist.
No, we did not. Are you...
I'm thinking if we're going to play that, because I'm going to scare the badonkers off of you.
She wants to do Demonologist anyway. Don't install that here.
Wait, where were you going to install?
It was on Steam. He was going to install the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it should just pop right up because we have 2 profiles on my computer.
Oh.
And, hi, Wolfie! So, yeah, I'm just trying to get everything all sorted really quick because I haven't used my profile. It's still got a damn Christmas, background.
Oh my gosh. Hey,
That's
Spooky!
how long it's been.
Okay, so Killer said as a security, some scatty shit happens. Scary.
Ooh.
Scary shit happens. I'm sure he's a security guard, and I think he works the night shift. Could you imagine? Oof. Like, 1, the people that you run into. 2, the places that you're actually, like, doing it. I don't know. I'm just like, ugh, that's a lot. Yep, graveyard shift. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Spooky, Andy, how are you? Are you feeling better? Are we finally getting over the COVID?
How's everybody doing?
Yes. How's the family? Everybody still solid? No COVID, like, going around? It stayed with you and stayed? Dang, man. Graveyard shift would be gnarly. Gnarly, bro. I'm good now.
Totally
the baby has
gnarly.
COVID. No.
Damn. Hopefully he gets better quickly.
This is his 2nd day. I am so sorry to hear that. No, we do not want that. Oh, is he handling it okay though? Is it like super, super bad on him, or is it just kind of mild? Hopefully it's mild. Now, Nate, I know if he got sick, you know, it would be completely the worst thing ever. He already told us that.
The man flu.
The man flu, exactly. He's super fussy. Yeah. Aw, poor baby, I'm sorry.
Poor little guy.
I did send you a message too, Andy, on Twitter, because you were asking for the Discord. I did send you it. Hopefully that link worked. If not, let me know. But he's so energetic. Dude, not me. When I had COVID, I was like, let me sleep. Let me lay in bed. Yes, I didn't want to do anything. Oh, yeah, I got it. I'm in? Sweet. Awesome. The man flu is no joke. You're right, Killer. Every man that has the flu, dude. It's no joke for the wife. Let's put it that way. Man flu sucks. Yeah, for your significant other.
For real.
For real, for real. Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay, so do we have anybody that wants to hop in the Discord? I shared the Discord link in my chat. I don't know if you've got your Discord link, don't you?
I do, but Andy said that mine wasn't working on my page, so I'm gonna have to update it.
Might be updated, yeah.
Yeah, let me just do a no limit. We'll do that. Generate a link, copy. Here, guys, if y'all want to, this would be the link for the Discord. If anybody has not already joined, you're more than welcome to. If you have already joined, we do have a waiting lobby, and you can go in there to tell your stories. And if you have more than one story, no worries. If there's nobody waiting, we can go ahead and tell that second story. If there is somebody waiting, we'll just rotate you out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll just rotate
just pop back into the waiting lobby, and then we'll come back to you if you've got something else you want to share. That way everybody gets a chance to share, and, you know, we get to everybody.
Yes. Hell yeah. Okay, getting to the podcast scene now.
Okay, Steam is all installed. I'm just gonna do Demonologist while we're talking.
Sounds good.
And there we go. Oh my god, it started. No, stop.
Are we playing now? Okay, we can do
No.
that. I'm kidding. Oh man.
No! What are you doing? It's been one of those kind of days today.
You know, today, I am not kidding you, I have felt like it was freaking Monday.
Yeah, it feels like the Mondayest of Mondays, honestly. Okay, there it is. So I don't even need to install it. Perfect. Okay, so Steam is ready, all set to go. Alright, you're on the campfire scene. Let me get to the campfire scene. There we go. Why is chat?
Guys, I'm playing stuff like music in the background. Is it okay? Like, can you hear it at all? Or is it like, Karma, I don't hear anything but y'all too?
I don't hear anything but you on Discord. But that's just me.
Yeah, I'm just playing like little frogs and like little kind of Halloween-y sounds. I don't know. Ooh. I figured it would be more ominous. Just you two, you can hear it? Okay, tell me when you can hear it, Killer.
You'll have to send me that for the next.
Girl, I can send it to you right now. I just went to YouTube and typed it in, but yeah, there's this one.
Yeah, I just got the news about the updated TOS last night, and I was like, fun.
Yeah, I saw that. Is it Tagster was talking about that?
Tagster, yeah, and then
you hear it? Okay, good.
Zenru on Twitter earlier was talking about it. He took the screen cap directly from the site.
Dang, wait, I've been following since 2019. You're the GOAT, and oh, that's really cool. I hope the stories excite everyone. Yeah, okay. Seriously, if you have a story to tell, you are more than welcome to come tell your story. I am live on Twitch as well, just because, you know, we definitely want... I'm live on Twitch, Kick, and podcast, in YouTube right now. Because I feel like, you know, podcasts are definitely something you want to do. I have many, but I don't know how to, like, talk on Discord. So you would join, like, there's a waiting lobby, Andy. If you go to my Deadly Crypt, you will see that there is a waiting lobby. You just click in there, and it will put you on. And then if you're on your phone, you can just talk through your phone, like if you're having a conversation with somebody. Hiya, pretty lady. What's up, Lobby? How you doing?
What's up, Lobby?
Me and Missy are doing our podcast. Ooh.
I should probably do my We're Live thing. I mean, I shared yours, but let me do that real quick.
Join voice. Yeah, it says waiting lobby, and it has like a little voice, like a little speaker symbol beside it. You will want to go there, and I can drag you into our channel. Oh, pretty lady. Sorry. No, you're fine, Lobby. Yeah, we're live. We're doing our podcast. Tonight we are showcasing y'all. And whoever has the best scary story, me and Missy will vote. Heck, we might even have the whole channel vote. And whoever has the best scary story gets a tarot card reading from Missy. And I'm telling you, they're on point. Like, she ain't no BS, okay? It's legit. Okay, I need to figure out which one to share. Oh, yeah. No, you got time. You got time, Andy. And if you have more than one, like I said, if there's nobody waiting, you can go on to your next story. If there are people waiting, we'll just move you back to the waiting lobby, and we'll let them get done with their story, and then we'll move you back in, kind of just rotate you out. But that's what we're wanting to do tonight. We're wanting to definitely have, we want to hear y'all's stories, whether it's true or false. I'm hoping we're going to have a lot of true stories, but even if it's a false story, I don't care. Just whatever is your scariest, spookiest story, bring it to us. Make us scream.
Make us shake in our little boots.
Dude, I need to get her water, though. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Facebook.com/Missymissfire and pick. Oh my gosh, I can't spell today. My fingers are just wonky. Deadly Karma. Okay. There we go. Okay, that is shared. Okay. So guys, just in case you are wondering, I am an affiliate with Freshen Up Energy. I'm going to put that in the chat right now, because that's what we do. Save 10% with code Missymissfire. I am drinking some war cherry at the moment.
I'm back.
And it's a sugar-free blend that makes you not jittery, and no sugar, none of the nasty fillers and things like that. And it's delicious. None of the flavors that I've tried so far have missed at all. Like, not a single one. So,
yes,
definitely
guys,
get on that.
Get that code Missymissfire. Definitely, if y'all are interested. Let's go, Freshen Up fam. Yes,
Freshen Up fam. I can't believe I won that freaking tub. Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Dude, I'm excited that I should be getting my tub. Remember?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Brendit, I think is his name.
Brennett, yeah, I think.
Oh god, what was that? That music scared the crap out of me. Brennett.
I'm sorry.
He is supposed to be sending me my tub too, so I'm super excited. I can't wait to try it. My Atom bomb should be here tomorrow.
Atom bomb? That's the strawberry kiwi. Atom. I was like, what? Girl.
Oh god, I'm a dork. Ignore me, people. Ignore me.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, Atom bomb. That actually sounds really good. Is it what flavors does it have? You said it's watermelon. Missy?
Strawberry and kiwi. Sorry.
Ooh, that actually sounds really good. You would think it would be something like spicy, like a. I wonder if they could do that. If they could do like a hot tamale, like the candy hot tamale.
Suggest that to Jordan. Seriously.
I want mine
around
to be
the holidays.
That. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Around the holidays, they do stuff like sugar cookie, and I think they did gingerbread or something too at one point.
Oh, see, that would be cool. But yeah, I'd want like spicy, and just kind of like give you that little spicy kick. You do like a hot tamale,
yeah,
something like that. I think that would be dope. Alrighty.
Beyondist would be all over that, honestly.
Hell yeah. Does Beyondist have does anybody have a story? Again, we are in my Discord. All you have to do is join the waiting lobby. If anybody has stories that they want to tell, I do that too to miss.
What the hell?
Without story. Wait, what? Okay, I need to figure out which one to share. Oh, yeah. What about you, lobby? Do you have any scary stories? I mean, hell, it could even be a gaming story.
You want to share? Scary story?
Yeah, like it doesn't even have to be like a real life. Like you could do
shy.
Gaming. He's shy. Who, Beyondist?
Yeah, he looked at me and was like, no.
I asked Chris to come tell one of his stories, but he was like, I'm not feeling it right now. And I'm like, okay. He took a nap, so he just woke up, grumpy butt.
He even said he wanted to do it this week.
I know. I was like, come on, dude. And he's like, I just woke up. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Oh, our husband.
He's a little tiny.
Here's one that I made up.
Okay.
If you'd like to hear it, all right?
Yes.
Now this one's not eligible for the Oh, we've got Killa in the lobby. Can you drag him down?
Yes, I'll drag him right now.
I got it.
Oh, you're quick with
I got
those
that doc in
fingers.
OBS, member.
Hell yeah! Hi.
I'm quick with the finger.
Yeah, you sounded very confused at that last message I sent about I do that with the myths without stories. But
Oh, I got you now. Just hearing you say it. Okay, you stinker. I love it.
Oh,
she walked
I
away
didn't
when
even
I
see
sent
that.
it. I was like, damn.
That's funny.
My bad.
It's all Gucci. It's all Gucci. I'm surprised all these other nerds are not in the waiting lobby. I thought they were in the waiting lobby during game.
We said they're nerds.
They're playing Sunken Lands, Killer. If you haven't played Sunken
Oh.
Land, I highly recommend it, by the way, guys. It's in a new survival game that just came out. It's $16 on sale on Steam right now. However, it's regular $20. Highly recommend picking it up because it's super freaking fun with friends.
Think about it.
Nice.
I've been told about Palia as well.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
that
Palia
one.
just sent me an email today.
Ooh, you got in? Hell yeah.
Well, it's open beta now, but
Yeah.
they sent me something about some update or something. What was it?
That game to me has, you have to invest a lot of time in it.
The
Where,
Magi Market
yeah,
is live now, it said. Okay.
you just have to invest a lot. But go ahead, Killer. Tell us your spookiest, creepiest story.
Scare our
Yeah.
butts off.
Well, this one's mainly off security work. So, for my routes, security guard, I have different routes I gotta go to. So some of the routes include buildings that I will have to walk into and check all their doors, make sure they're locked properly and put away properly and all that crap, in a sense. So one of my routes is a retirement home. So what they do at this retirement home is when I first started and they were showing me the route, I have to walk through this building, which door to check, lock, and secure. The guy was telling me that there's 3 floors. You got your second floor, which is the main lobby entrance, because this is on a hill. So the second floor is basically like the first floor in a sense. Then you got your third floor, which is technically the second floor, and then you got your underground, like basement, but it's considered the first floor. So as I'm walking through the second floor, checking what doors and whatnot, as he's walking me through, he said, once we get to the first floor, it's gonna be a whole different vibe. I'm like, why is that? He said, because the first floor, we call it the graveyard.
Oh.
And I'm like, why do you call it the graveyard? He said, because that's where they take the bodies. That's where the morgue is. And I'm just like, interesting. So this is a retirement home, but they also have a morgue. And he's like, yes. I'm like, all right, I'm cool with that. You know, it kind of sucks, but I'm all right with it. He's like, are you okay with smells? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with smells. You know, I've dealt with, some unalived people before, so it's fine. So as I'm doing my rounds with him, it's just a casual night. He shows me real quick. I'm more focused on what I have to do for the job than looking around. So when it's finally my turn to do this by myself, the 5th night I went to go do it. I went to the 3rd floor and I did my rounds up top. I talked to some of the nurses, whatever. I checked the second floor, easy, too easy. It's like 2 doors. I got to check on the second floor and make my way to the 3rd. As soon as you get to the first floor.
learned something, by the way.
What?
No. Oh, sorry.
What?
Oh. Yeah, I'm like, what? Oh,
I think she's talking to
as soon
Beyondest. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
As I get to the first floor, there's always a different atmosphere. It's always like a bit heavier. So it's just like, whatever. So you get this like chilly vibe. You get this like crawling feeling, on the back of the neck. And then when you open up, when the elevator's door open, right in front of you, immediately in front of you, there's a theater, like a little home theater. And the door's always open and it's always dark. And then right next to it is another door, and it's like a salon, and it's always dark too. But in the dead of night, as you're going down there and you walk out the elevator door, sometimes I would see something sitting down in one of the chairs.
Oh, hell no.
So I'm just like, I kind of ignore it just because, it could just be my eyes playing a trick on me, or I haven't slept in like 2 days, some shit like that. Or if I do get like 12 hours of sleep and I come to work, I still see it. So it's just like, it can't be really about rest at that point. It has to be with something. So I have to walk down this long hallway, literally a long hallway, to get to the farthest exit door that I have to look and lock. And then once I lock, sometimes when I lock it and I turn around, I
Mm-hmm.
felt like there's somebody there watching me around the corner. And I'm
Oh.
just like, this is interesting. So as soon as I get back into that the small turn to get back onto that long hallway,
Mm-hmm.
like it just feels very different. And I'm just like, this is awkward. Like you can hear the like the their TVs and stuff. There some of them are awake at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Watching
Mm-hmm.
TV or even whatnot. So you can hear the TVs for sure. Uh, but there's times where I feel like I'm walking down the hall and I'll hear something like speak to me directly into my ear.
Oh,
I'm just like
hell no.
that's kind of cool. Like I'm just like that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like it sucks if it's an actual thing that's happening to me right now, like somebody that's dead or unalived, whenever is trying to talk to me, and I'm over here just like this is fucking awesome, instead of like being upset about it. you know?
You're like, okay, can you say that again on my left ear now, not my right?
Yeah. So I'm just like, all right, and then I have to go through this double door, which is for employees only. And
Mm-hmm.
there's another exit door I gotta close there, and that exit door is a lot wider because this is like I said, this is where they take the bodies, to the morgue. And then that's where they also take the bodies out of the morgue to put them into the coroner's van or the ambulance van, what do you want to call it? Which then they in turn take it to, for the funeral home stuff to get home to get them prepped. So I walk in. Obviously, you can smell the smell. Sometimes it's not like strong, but it's there. Um, so I close the door, I lock it, and then I turn around. And as soon as you turn around, it's like this sharp kind of like angled turn, and there's like this mirror, and I will see somebody that's sitting down on the bench. Like I can see their head, like their head, and I'm thinking, oh, it's probably one of the workers because their break room is down here too. I'm like, oh, it's probably just one of the workers. So I walk and make that turn. There's no one there on the seat,
Oh
and I'm just
no.
like, oh, this is starting to become like epic. Like I'm tempted to come over just on my off day, and be like, can I do a ghost hunt here, you know? But at the same time, I feel like it's disrespectful because there's times where I do walk in for work to this location, and there'll be a memorial of
Oh.
someone like they just passed that same night. I just walked in,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, fuck, I feel bad, I don't want to be that asshole to just come be like, hey, can I do a ghost hunt here? Like
Right?
It would
I ain't
be
trying to be
cool
like that.
though.
It would be
Imagine.
cool. It would be
Hmm.
awesome, but I don't want to be that asshole either. So it's just like I'm gonna respect their life here, their privacy and whatnot. But there's times where I do walk around with my phone and I put it on airplane mode, and then I have that little like it's like a necromancer app where
Hmm.
it goes through the frequencies that it can pick up around you,
Oh God.
and it'll repeat certain words like in the dictionary that's inputted. It's kind of like a spirit box.
Oh, you
It
need to send me the link because I want to do that
Mm.
so
around this house because
it's
I believe there's stuff here.
it's literally the
Beyond
same
has
thing.
a thing like that too.
The technology that they use in the spirit boxes, where it goes through frequencies of radios, it's literally the
You
same
don't need
thing
to
with
pull
our
it up
cell
right
phone.
now, though.
No, it's fine. It's literally the same thing with your cell phone. It's in the same thing. It's picking up certain frequency waves. But you have to
Dang.
put it on airplane mode. That way, it doesn't pick up like actual radio signals outside. So
It would be
it has to be
something
airplane.
for real.
It would have to be something for real near you, nearby. So,
Mm.
anyways, as I'm down that hall, I come back up the secondary double doors, and then it just gives you this straight shot down the hall, and it's just like I don't know what it is. It just gives me this vibe all the time. I always have a tingly vibe when I'm down there, and like especially when it comes to the little movie theater that they have in there, it's freaking dark, and
Wait, it's
like
on the first floor too?
it's on the quote unquote basement floor. It's first floor. Yeah, it's on the first floor too.
Oh, hell no.
Mm-mm.
So
Oh, let's
like
Mm-mm.
go have some popcorn and Twizzlers and watch a movie while there's the dead person next to us.
I
Uh-uh.
don't know. One of these days, I'll just record my way into that first floor, so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll put it on Discord.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
but it's freaking. It just gives that vibe all the time. It's not just that location. It's another location too. It's also a medical location. But that's a whole different story. And I'm the only one in here, I believe. Yeah, I'm the only one in here.
Yep.
So, anyways, as I finish up that route, I do other routes as well, and then I encounter like it's rare. Out of my whole 3 months of doing patrol, um, I have only encountered two homeless people, and those two, the first homeless person I've encountered they were okay with what I told them, that they can't be on property. They just they walked off, you know, just
Mhm.
fine. The second person just kind of just stared at me and just kept doing his thing, digging through the trash to pick up bottles and cans. And I'm like, sir, I have to get you off the property, or I'll have to call, the PD to come do something, because I no longer have the jurisdiction to do so, thanks to California laws and whatnot. Um, so he's like, yeah, yeah, whatever. Just kind of brushes me off. I'm just like, now I gotta waste my time to be here to call the police, and whatever. But there's times where you do get some where they're like, they have a knife or some type of weapon on them, you know.
Mm.
So it's just like, this is gonna be fun.
You
Because
never
some
know
of my
what you're gonna
patrols, yeah, some of my patrols on foot. So like, I'll be far away from the car.
Oh, hell
So it's just
no.
like, yeah, so it's just
Hell
like,
no.
Nope.
And then the graveyard shift? Nuh-uh.
yep, and a graveyard
Nope,
shift.
absolutely not.
Could you imagine, Missy, be like, just walking and then you hear that whistle in the background and you're like, who the, what? Who's that?
Nope,
That'd be-
goodbye.
Oh,
that'd
God.
be-
Oh,
So,
no,
yeah.
Killer, you're going to hear a whistle now. I'm so sorry. I spoke it into existence. Run the opposite way. Don't be like,
No.
oh, let me get my
Right.
phone.
No, you ramble. You ramble. You go towards the whistle.
Oh, my gosh. Crazy, crazy. Sorry,
But,
keep
Oh,
going.
man.
I
Yeah,
keep
okay.
interrupting you. My bad.
It's all good. So there's that. There's those times where I get those kind of things. But the scariest ones for me is obviously the retirement home and this medical facility. It's like a little clinic area. It has different like offices. It's got dental, eye care, like standard care. It's like a little urgent care area. But it used to
Urgent
be
care?
and there's an old hospital next
Okay.
door as well. So that hospital, obviously, in the past, that's where people would die sometimes. So just because stuff happens, shit happens in life. That's why it's no longer a hospital anymore. It's now like
Mhm.
some other facility. But I walk in and I had to unlock two doors. They're both on the first floor. But for some odd reason, the key that they gave me does not unlock one of their doors, even though they said it's supposed to unlock both doors. So now what I have to do is unlock a door that leads upstairs to the second floor, and then I have to walk down a long dark hallway to an elevator, which is from like
Andy, we will get
50,
you shortly, hun.
um,
As
which
soon
is
as
really
he's
old.
done with this one.
So it's kind of scary and rickety. And then take the elevator down to the first floor, and then walk down another dark hallway back to the main door that I was trying to unlock, and then unlock it from there, from the inside. Um, but since it's an old hospital, the very first time I've ever done it, after doing a walkthrough, when I did it by myself, I was like, all right, just do what I did with the walkthrough. Just fucking open this door, go up to the second floor. But when I went up the second floor, I'd never heard the door close, because it's like, what do you call it? It has its own little arm where it'll close behind you. And every time I go in, it always closes literally right behind me when I get to like the third step. So when I opened it and started walking up the stairs, I got to the very top of the floor, and then I heard the door close. And I'm just like, that's not right. I'm like, there's probably somebody down there. So I turn around and I put my flashlight down, and I didn't hear anybody. I didn't see anybody. And I'm like, okay. So I went back down the stairs to check what's going on. I opened up the door, and I saw no one there. And I'm like, that's weird. So I opened up the door all the way, and I just stood there to watch it close, and it closed like almost instantly. And I'm just like, that's fucking weird. Whatever. Go upstairs, and I get to that hallway, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to see if this place is like scary in any way. I have time. This is literally like my last location. I have 4 hours to go still. I have
Oh,
nothing else to
no.
do after this. So I'm just like, I just sat there at the top floor. I sat there and I put my phone out, and I put the little spirit box thing, and I just left it there. And it was repeating words, like it was saying hospital. It was saying like like death. It was saying stuff like that, some other stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I'm kind of getting bored. I get up. As soon as I stood up, I heard the door close, and I'm like, wait, there shouldn't be anybody here. It's literally like 4 in the morning. This place
Oh,
doesn't open
hell
up
no.
till 6 in the morning. So I'm like, now I have to go investigate. It's my job now. So now I'm like, well, I gotta go do my job. I gotta go investigate who the fuck is in this building without permission. So I first checked that door behind me, which is downstairs, and it's still closed. I'm like, okay, so it's not it though, because I heard it down the hall. So I'm like, it's down the hall somewhere on the second floor.
Nope.
So I start walking down the
Nope.
hall, But by the time I got to the end of the hall, when I look to my left, it's just a wall. When I look to my right, it's like 2 doors and a wall. And I'm like, okay, so I check the door handles. I'm like, shaking them to see which ones are locked, unlocked, and they're all locked. And I'm like, cool, this is weird. And then I heard the door close again, but this time it was the one from the second floor staircase where I was just at. And I'm like, oh, somebody's probably here then. That's the second time I just heard it. So I start walking down back the same long hallway. I get to the second floor staircase, and I'm like, nobody's coming up the stairs.
Oof.
And I'm like, oh, it might just be a homeless person who thought they can just come in and, kind of hang out for a bit and leave. So I went down to the first floor, and then I heard a door upstairs close, but this time it was mid hallway. And I'm just like, okay, someone's fucking with me at this point, And I'm like, I don't have the time for this. Like, I technically do, but at the same time, just like, I really don't want to be here long enough to find out that I'm gonna get possessed and like fucking killed some way.
Oh,
So
hell no.
I'm just like, I'm just gonna go outside, and just wait outside. There's only two exits, so and there's none of the windows open. So I'm just like, there's no other way they can get out. The only way they can get out is they had to take the the roof access and then jump off the roof in some way, So I waited outside for about 40 minutes. I was just on my phone chilling, looking at the doors, and no one's come out. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back in. I went back in, and like, the where the fire extinguishers are inside those little glass things. They have one, but it's a lot older. It's not glass. It's like a metal door, like a little metal door.
Mhm.
And when I was coming up to the door to go into the building, I was hearing like slamming sounds, like it was slamming.
Oh no.
And I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from? I get in my head, I'm like, where the fuck's that coming from? So I open up the first door to the first floor, and I don't hear it loud in the first floor, but I do hear it like decently loud. So I'm like, okay, that has to be second floor. So I open the door to go up to the second floor. By the time I get upstairs and make the turn, all I see is this little red door flap just open, and it's just like it stopped. And I'm just like,
Is there a
Huh.
breeze?
no, I told you there's no windows.
Dude,
And it's an old
no.
building. It's an old building. They don't have AC. So I'm
Oh,
just like,
God.
this is interesting. I want to do the same thing here, like, but it's a hospital. Gotta be respectful, So it's just like, damn, it's always the good spots,
Yeah.
It's always the good spots.
Dang, that's crazy.
I went to that little red door. I closed it and locked it, and then I walk all the way back, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. And I got in the car and I left. I was like, that's it. That's enough for me.
Oh my gosh, dude. And how often do you have to go to these places?
Every night I have to do it.
Oh, hell.
Oh. Okay. I thought you were going to say like once a week, something
No.
like that. Not every freaking night. Oh, hell no.
Well, actually, this coming week I'm gonna be there Tuesday till Sunday.
Dude, you should totally
Jeez.
take like video, like IRL video, and just be like asking questions because like when you're there, there's not anybody there at the hospital part, right? Just be like, do like a little thing, like 10-minute little sesh.
You can try. It's only when I have to do unlocks, which is mainly through the week.
Uh-huh.
Weekends like Saturday and Sunday, I don't have to unlock them. They're closed on weekends. So,
Got you, got you.
I just roll through with the car, make sure nothing's broken, no glass has been broken, there's no taggings, graffiti, anything like that, no trash dumped in the area, and then fucking leave.
Damn.
So that's pretty much it. Oh, there's somebody in the waiting room this time. I had one more.
Yes.
That's
We
fine.
can
Well,
rotate
we'll
you
come-
out if that's
Yeah,
okay with
we'll
you.
go. That's fine.
Well, I appreciate you, Killer. Those were good stories. And I definitely want to know if you find out what was actually touching the red case. Because, yeah, that if there's no wind and there's no windows, something was touching it. Ooh, gosh,
Sure.
that made my
Sure.
hair stand up. Okay, we got one hair stand. Okay, so, well, thank you, Killer. It was a pleasure as usual. We love you, man.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Much love, much love. Can I just say that while he was talking, there was one part where it got like particularly creepy. The music from that video you sent me
Uh-huh.
just sort of like ramped up into this really creepy music.
Yeah, I know, right?
All of a sudden.
I know,
And I
mine
was
did
like,
too.
oh my god.
Mine did too. I was like, where's this coming
Oh,
from?
man.
But yeah, it's like freaking, yeah, it's a good video. But it worked out perfectly because
Yep.
it was right in his right spots. We didn't plan that, y'all.
The timing.
It just happened.
That's going to be a clip. That's going up on TikTok and stuff for sure.
Look at you, killer. Making our TikToks. Love it.
Send me the link when you do it. I want to see it.
For
Will
sure.
do.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, bye,
All right, let's
killer.
get Spooky in
It's
here.
All right.
All right. There we go. I'll drag him up to the lobby. There we go. All right.
Hello. How are you, Andy?
Welcome.
For me?
Yes, you.
Oh my god, okay. This is like I'm on my AirPods, so sometimes they break.
Oh no.
So I don't know.
You're good. You're good.
You're good.
So okay, so I have a lot of stories, but I think this is probably one that like resonates with me the most. Because the other ones were kind of like little incidents, but like this is the one that was kind of long, but oh, it's not even long, but whatever, let me stop rambling. So basically my parents' house is like super haunted, or there was like, it's kind of weird because my parents' house, we lived there obviously probably since I was like, I don't know, in 7th grade.
Hell
That's when
yeah,
we moved in.
beyond
So
us.
it's
I'm
been
gonna have
years,
to try
but
that.
there was a brief period in time where like things were going on in the house probably for about like
Voice recorder as
3
well?
or
Damn.
5 years. And there was like a lot of like activity, so it wasn't as if it was always happening. And now it kind of happens like briefly here and there, but it's just little things. But one time I went, I had moved out of my parents' house already, and my sister lived at the house, and she took over my room. And when I was living there towards the end, I was getting a lot of sleep paralysis. And then once my sister moved into my old room, that's when she started getting like the same sleep paralysis, and we would share like a lot of. Actually, we didn't even share like what we're going through. We're kind of just keeping it to ourselves. It wasn't until like last year that we're like sharing everything, because I guess nothing really happens in the house anymore. But so I went to go visit my sister, and we're like, hey, like let's have a movie night, like let's like watch movies and like let's just like chill, whatever. And then we have like a back house to like an addition part of the house, but it's like a back part of the house. So we end up like sleeping there, and we end up like watching movies and knocking out. And then it's probably about like, actually I don't even know what time it is, but my parents tend to like leave the doors open so the breeze comes through. And then like they live in an area where it's like the neighbors like to party a lot, so the music's always bumping, and like I'm just like used to like a lot of noise like while I'm sleeping. So she ends up getting up, and I thought she was just gonna go to the restroom because we have a restroom in the back. And then I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm kind of like awake, but not really. And then I look, and then I see like a light. But then I see like a foot like kind of next to the couch, and I'm on the bed. And I don't know, I thought like, hey, maybe my mom came to sleep over here, or maybe, I don't know, whatever. And I was kind of just like peeking because I was like half asleep. But then I heard like my sister kind of like run. Like I heard like the running towards like the hallway going to like the main part of the house. And then in my head, I was like, what the fuck? This bitch just left me over here. Like, I'm coming to come visit you, and you're just leaving me over here in the back.
Oh no.
And we're trying to have like a cute like date and stuff, and you're just leaving me. And then whatever. So then she ends up running, whatever. And then the next day, I wake up and I'm all playful, and I was like, what the hell, dude? You left me over there. Like, you didn't even say anything. And then she was just like all serious. Usually she's like kind of like playful with me, but then she was all serious. She was like, I don't want to talk about it. And I was like, what the hell? And she was like, I just don't want to talk about it. And I was like, all right. And she was like, I'll talk to you about it like when we leave the house. I'm like, okay. So then we left the house. I didn't talk about it like directly, whatever. And then we were in the car, and I was like, so what happened? Like, what's going on? She was like, well, when I woke up, I saw you and you were sleeping But then I look up, and at the edge of the couch, there was this lady, and she was watching us sleeping.
Oh,
And I
hell
was
no.
like, what? I was like, what lady? Like, who is this? I was like, like, you need to tell me, because, like, what if it was an intruder? And she was like, no, it was this lady, and she was in, like, old clothes, and, like, she was at the edge of the bed. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, did she have, like, black pointy shoes? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, dude, I was like looking when you left. I like peeked up, but I thought it was like a shoe. I don't know. Mom was wearing shoes, or you were. I don't know if you moved. I was like half asleep, but I saw like a shoe on the corner. I was like, but I didn't fully wake up. I was just like peeking. And then she was like, yeah, I saw this lady, and she was just watching us sleep. So then I got up and I ran. And I was like, oh, that's when you ran. And then like I'm trying to not make her scared. And then I was like, oh, you left me with a ghost? Like, that's messed up. And she's like laughing, whatever. And she was like, no, like, this isn't the first time that I see her. She's like, I've seen her before. And I'm like, oh, all right. Like, I didn't say anything. I'm like, well, I don't live there, so I'm good. And then I was like looking up, because their house is like in a historic area. It's like in a historic city. So then I was just kind of like looking up the city in general, whatever. And I was, because people in the city are really prideful of the city. So then I was looking up history, and then I seen this lady. And then the next day I showed my sister, and I was like, hey, like, does this lady look, or do any of these ladies over here look familiar? Or they're like the founders of the city. And she was like, that one. And then she points like to like one of the founders of the cities.
Oh, heck
And
no.
that's like the ghost that she saw. And apparently she's that's the ghost that like my dad sees around the house sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess she doesn't peek out a lot, but like at that time she did a lot. But yeah, she's a lady that kind of roams around the house.
Oh, hell no. That's crazy. Okay, I got chills
Yeah,
on that
that's
one.
terrifying. Yep.
Ugh. Oh, man.
Whew.
Just,
I know.
I could just imagine seeing the feet, like in the shoes.
Yeah, that was
Like-
like really like super super trippy. I was like, I didn't
Oh,
think anything
man.
of it because I was sleeping. So then when she kind of put two and two together, or when she told me like her side, and I was like, you know what? I don't know. I'm not saying we are not having a girls' night no more.
I'm telling you, that is just, oh, that reminds me so much of things that happen around me. It's not even funny. But my husband, like his side of the family, they do a lot of like black magic. Like they have been known to have that, you know, like his great grandmother and stuff. And so
Yeah.
I think it kind of follows him. And then I have some on my side as well. And so whenever we got together, it like just exploded. And so creepy stuff like that happens. Like I've seen people in mirrors behind me.
Yeah.
And I've seen them, like, we have, like, our TV is mounted on the wall, and I have literally seen somebody walk behind me off the reflection of the TV. Like,
No, thank you.
Yeah. It's
That's
crazy because
terrifying to me.
they're literally like it looks like real people. So it kind of like alarms you because it's kind of like, oh shit, is somebody in my house?
yeah, and you,
but
like,
it's
turn
like,
around because
yeah.
you think it's somebody,
Yeah.
like, there. You're like, wait, who is that? And there's nobody there. And not only that, like,
Yeah.
the way that the TV's, like, aligned, it's, like, on the corner of the room where it's not like somebody's going to go to a closet or a bathroom or
Like,
anything. Like, it's
easily,
nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, it leads to literally nothing. And it's like, what the hell? What? And, like, I'll look and I know that nobody's home because, like, it would happen. What was weird is it would happen during the day, not even at night. It would happen during the day. And my husband would take my daughter golfing with him. So I was the only one there with the dogs. And then I'm, like, just sitting there gaming out, and I'll be playing the game with one of my friends, and I'll even tell him, I'm like, dude, somebody just walked, because I could see it, like, the reflection, because the front door would, like, show the sun all the way down the hallway, and so whenever you could see somebody walking past, you could see the reflection in the TV. And so I was like, wait, somebody's there. Hold on, guys. Somebody's in my house. Like, I would tell them, hold on. And I would come, like, I would look everywhere. Nobody's there. And I'm like, dude, I literally just saw somebody in a white t-shirt walking through my house and nobody's here. And like my husband, he would come home and he would search everywhere, like, you know, because he's like, maybe it's an intruder, maybe they're hiding under a bed. I'm not gonna go look under beds by myself. I locked the freaking door, you know. I was stuck in my bedroom. I was like, I ain't doing all that. But like,
and this would only be at night, or just like during the day, like any time of the day.
Anytime, at night, during the day, anytime, like weird things happened. I was actually going to tell a story. If you want to stay spooky, you can. I'll tell my story about what happened with me whenever my father-in-law moved in. So I'm pregnant with Trinity at this point. We haven't had her yet. I'm pregnant. My father-in-law moves in with us because he's marrying. It's an odd situation. Okay. We're not Arkansas, but he marries my aunt. It's really weird. So my father-in-law marries my aunt, and but before this happens, he comes and lives with us, and so he stays with us for like 2 weeks before he moves in, because he was out of town and she lives where we live, and so he was staying with us for 2 weeks before they were to get married, and then he was going to move in, right? Well, it was so funny because me and Chris, so we lived in a duplex, so you would come in through the front door, and there's a room in a hallway right off the bat. Like, you turn right, there's a room there in a bathroom hallway. And then you walk a few little bit up another hallway, and there's the living room, kitchen, and then our master bedroom was behind the kitchen. And so we're sitting there, and we're, like, eating. I think we were, like, eating Subway, and we were watching movies on the TV. And I'm like, babe, ask your dad if he wants them, because I was pregnant, and I couldn't really hold down food very well. So I was like, he can have half of my 6-inch. Ask him if he's hungry. And Chris goes, my dad's not here. And I said, babe, your dad just walked in. I swear, he just peeked inside the living room. Go ask him if he wants some food. And he was like, babe, my dad's not. I'm like, dude, just get up and ask him. I saw him. I know I saw him. He's wearing like a brand new brown jacket, because he would always wear like a black cowboy hat and a black jacket. And it was a new jacket because it was brown. Like, it was really, really nice. And my aunt would like to spoil him and like buy him stuff. So I was like, it's a new jacket, babe. It's a new jacket. Go ask. And so my husband gets up and he's like, babe, he's not here. Like, he goes in the room, he looks, nobody's there. He's like, the door's still locked. Like, we have to let him in. He doesn't have a key. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, what? Like, thinking, am I losing my marbles? You know, I swear I saw him. Sure enough, he comes home 3 hours later in a brand new freaking jacket. Brand new jacket. And they had just went and bought my aunt her ring, because he proposed without a ring. I mean, it happens, whatever. But
no judgment.
But so my aunt is in that room, the front room with him, and she runs out of the room. And she's like, I gotta go home. And we're like, wait, what? Are you okay? You know, and this is all the same day, granted, all the same day. And she was like, dude, something just touched me. Something just freaking grabbed my back. And so whenever he put the ring on her, the second he put the ring on her, she felt hands all over her back touching her. Yeah.
That ghost was pushing her out the way.
I'm telling, believe me, it didn't last long. It did not last long. She was my evil aunt. Let's just put it that way. So it did not last long. But with that all said, like, it was, the creepiest part was acknowledging that I saw his dad D with a jacket that I had never seen, and he comes home 3 hours later with that jacket on. That's what was
so it was the
creepy to
same
me.
color and everything.
Yeah, it was the exact same jacket. It was a brand new
insane.
jacket. Isn't that weird? It was creepy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
That was my story. It was really weird. I was pregnant. I was like, am I delirious? I've heard of people being pregnant and just thinking of weird things, but I'm not psychic.
I was gonna say.
I ain't psychic for sure. I know that for a fact. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, just a lot of... There's so many, like, things that are just so, like, unexplained that it's kind of, like, you kind of think that it's in your head, but literally, no, it's not. Because other people have, like, same stories, or, like, say, like, if my sister would have never told me that she was, like, seeing the same things or experiencing the same things, I probably would have thought it's all in my head.
Oh, yeah. For sure, and that's the thing, and then you're just like second guessing yourself. What if I saw something out of the corner of my eye that wasn't really there? I'm just delusional because I'm alone. You know, I'm just making myself scared and stuff.
Yeah.
But in reality, you really know that you saw something. Like, you're like, no, I saw that, but I'm making myself think I didn't see it. Like, it's creepy. Oh my goodness. Did you have any other stories you wanted to share?
Um, maybe just one more that was kind of just like it didn't happen to me. Well, it kind of did happen to me, but it was like a relaying message thing. So I do have one. Okay. So um let's see. I have like literally I have a shitload. So I used to live this in this really old apartment
Mhm.
in downtown LA. So this was like my like thriving years. I was 21. I lived in a loft in downtown. I was partying. The bar was underneath. Everything. I thought that this I was living life then. And this loft that I lived in, it was in um, this this building. So all the buildings in downtown LA have been there obviously since like the early 1900s.
Mhm.
And the loft that I lived in, like older, like 1920s, like celebrity lived there. So like Charlie Chaplin lived there and like all of this stuff. And that apartment was super creepy. I hated living there or by myself or being there by myself because I shared the loft with my cousin. So then the one night when I was there by myself, I didn't go out, I didn't do anything. Um, my cousin had left for the night and it was just me and I was like, all right, like here I am. I am going to I'm gonna spend the night by myself here, by myself, like a big girl I am. And my loft was there was a fire escape, and then so I had the fire escape right next to me, and I could see the view of downtown. So I opened the window, and then it's still downtown. And I they had long like hallways and stuff like that. So I'm home, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get in my head. I'm good. So then I'm sitting there, and I'm watching TV. And I think this is when like Orange is the New Black came out, like the first season. And I'm watching
Oh
it
Lord.
and then I hear like banging like on my door. And these doors obviously have been there since like the early 1900s. So these doors are wood, they're heavy. Like whenever I came in the door, I always had to push it through because it was super hard. And my there was one door for me to get in and then there was another door at the end near the fire escape that was kind of sealed off. It was a hotel before, so it kind of had that like I guess like structure of the place. So it's sealed off and then I hear bam 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 bam. And then I'm looking and I was like, what the hell? And I looked through the little hole and then I see a man and he was like it looks like he was drenched in like water, like if it was raining
Ew.
outside. And he was big and he had like a trench coat and he was banging on there. And when I looked, he was like looking towards the side near the fire escape. And then I didn't say anything because he was banging like super hard. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I called my cousin and I was like, hey, are you expecting somebody? Like, this fool's over here banging my door. Like, I'm like kind of mad. And I'm like, that's disrespectful. I'm telling him, I'm like, no. And he goes, no, what the fuck? And he was like, who is he? What does he look like? And I was like, he looks old. Like, and he's just banging on my door. And then there was like homeless and stuff like that, obviously, like, because it was in downtown. And then I was like, but he looks like he's wet. I don't get it. It's not raining outside. And then he was like, no, he's like, just lock the door and then I'll come home like soon. I know he wasn't gonna come home soon because he was partying. And then I was like, okay, so I locked the door and then I hear bam, bam, bam again. But this time it was like towards the sealed door, like on the other side. And I was like, that doesn't look like a door, but he's knocking on that door. And then I was like, what the hell? And the distance between the two doors, it's not far, or anything like that. So he's banging, banging, banging. And then my cousin has like, I mean, he had like bats and like all this shit. So then he's banging. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to open the door. And I took out like a bat. And I was like, if this fool tries to tell me something, then I'm just going to, I'm going to swing at him or whatever. And I was like, because I'm tired of him banging. He just keeps on banging, and it's been a while. So I like counted 3, and I opened the door, and nobody's there. I look on the staircase, like on the where the emergency staircase is. Nobody there. I walked down the hall. Nobody's there. Like, I didn't hear anybody running. I didn't hear no shoes, no nothing. It was just like a bang, open the door, and then nobody was there at all. Absolutely nobody.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh my gosh.
So I didn't sleep that night.
And so your cousin, had they ever experienced this man?
No, he didn't. He was just like, what the hell? That's weird. And I was like, yeah. But everybody like experiences stuff like in that hotel because it's so old. But that was just like my like encounter. Oh, I have a couple there, but yeah, that was like the main one. I was like, damn.
Dang.
That was for sure a ghost because I remember seeing him and he was drenched. I tell you, he was drenched. It's like he didn't have an umbrella and it was like a thunderstorm outside. He was like drenched in water.
Wow.
What the hell is that?
What's what?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I just heard whispering. That freaked me out.
Oh, it's probably the YouTube video. I don't know. I'm not there yet.
Oh, God.
You're a
It
little
came
bit
at the
farther
perfect...
along.
It came at the perfect
That's
spot.
so creepy.
It's right when Andy gets super quiet. All you hear is hush, hush, hush. Oh, Lord. My story got you? Y'all, all your stories got me,
Yes,
dude.
for real.
Really good stories tonight. Oh, my gosh.
I think Beyond Us is working on one, but I'm gonna jump in with mine if anybody else doesn't jump in. Wow, words.
Yeah, go
Now
ahead.
this is
All right,
one that
I'll see you guys on chat. I'm gonna go take care of the baby.
All right.
Perfect.
I hope he
Thank
feels
you.
better. Thank you, Andy.
All right, thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Oh, that was
Beautiful.
fun. Those were good stories. Those were good. We've had
For
some good stories.
sure.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. So this is one that I wrote. Are you guys ready?
Uh-huh.
In the heart of a desolate forest, an abandoned cabin stood, shrouded in a perpetual fog. Oh my god. There's the whispering. Scared the hell out of me.
It's creepy, dude. Oh my goodness.
I'm scaring myself now. That's great. Okay. In the heart of a desolate forest, an abandoned cabin stood, shrouded in a perpetual fog. Locals spoke of an unsettling presence that lingered there, whispers of a malevolent spirit that preyed on those who dared to enter. One moonless night, a group of curious friends decided to investigate. As they stepped inside, a bone-chilling cold enveloped them, and the air grew thick with an otherworldly darkness. Strange noises echoed through the cabin's corridors, and their flashlights flickered, casting eerie shadows on the decaying walls. Suddenly, one by one, the friends began to feel an icy grip tighten around their throats. Their voices were stolen, and they couldn't see each other through the pitch-black void. Panic set in as they realized they were trapped with the vengeful spirit. Desperate cries echoed through the cabin, only to be swallowed by the malevolent silence. The next morning, all that remained was the cabin, as though nothing had ever happened, and the forest whispered its chilling secret to anyone who dared to listen.
Ooh. Sounds creepy. I got chills. I think the chills is our factor. You know, that's our deciding factor. Oh, was that a worthy, story? I think it was. I got chills.
Facts.
Oh my goodness.
Does anybody else want to jump in the chat or type something out in the chat? Either way, or you can send it to our DMs on Twitter or on Discord. Anything you've got, anything you've written or made up, or something that really happened to you, whatever it is, anything you want to share, jump right in.
Yes. Well, I have one.
We want to hear it. You got it.
Okay, this one's a story. It's called The Whispering Shadows. In a remote village nestled deep within the dense, foreboding woods, a chilling legend had haunted its inhabitants for generations. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the Whispering Shadow, an ominous presence to lurk in the darkest corners of the forest. One moonless night, as an eerie mist descended upon the village, a group of curious teenagers gathered around a flickering bonfire. The youngest of the group, Maya, listened intently as the others recounted spine-tingling tales of whispering shadows. Their voices quivered with fear, and their eyes darted nervously into the woods behind them. As the stories grew more terrifying, Maya, unease transformed into a mixture of curiosity and dread. She couldn't resist the allure of the forbidden forest any longer. Ignoring all the warning signs of her friends, Maya ventured into the heart of the woods, armed with nothing but a flickering lantern. With every step, the trees seemed to close in around her, their branches reaching out like bony fingers. Shadows danced on the peripheral of her vision, and the chorus of the eerie whispers echoed through the air. Maya quickened her pace, her lantern casting trembling beams of light and barely pierced the oppressive darkness. Deeper and deeper into the forest she went, until she stumbled upon an ancient, dilapidated cabin. Its windows were shattered. The wood was weathered by time and neglect. Despite the chill in her bones, Maya felt irresistible and pulled towards the cabin. Pushing open the creaking door, Maya's lantern revealed a room frozen in time. Dusted, covered furniture and faded portraits adorned the walls, all seemingly untouched by human hands for decades. As her lantern flickered across a cracked mirror, Maya caught a glimpse of the shadowy figure standing right behind her. Her heart raced as she spun around the room. It was completely empty. Her trembling hands, she started to shake, and her fear overcame her, convincing herself that her imagination was playing tricks. But then a soft, disembodied whisper brushed against her ear, sending shivers down her spine. "Leave," the voice murmured, carrying a weight of sadness and longing. Maya's lantern sputtered, plunging the room into darkness. She tumbled for the lantern switch, and when the light flicked back on, the cabin was no longer empty, and the shadows seemed to coil and wraith in every corner. The same whispering voice filled the air. "I've waited so long for you." Panicked, Maya stumbled backward, and her lantern slipped right from her trembling hands, shattering on the floor. The room plunged into darkness once again. The only sound was the soft, haunting whisper that seemed to come from all directions. Desperate to escape, Maya felt her way to the door. Her heart was pounding out of her chest as she burst out of the cabin and back into the woods. The night seemed to close in around her, the trees bending menacingly towards her. In the village, the bonfire had burned low, and Maya's friends waited anxiously for her return. Hours had passed, but Maya never emerged from the woods. The villagers searched for her, but she was never found. From that night on, the legend of the Whispering Shadows took on a new dimension. The villagers warned their children never to enter the forest after dark, but those who ventured too close would be consumed by the shadows and become one of the haunting whispers that echo through the trees. And every now and then, a faint, mournful whisper could still be heard in the wind, a chilling reminder of Maya's fate in the darkness that lurked from within the heart of the woods. Anyways, that's it.
Oh, man.
But, like, I've had that moment where
scary.
you think you see something behind you and you look real quick, you're like, whoa, what is that? And there's nothing there.
That's honestly why I'm terrified of mirrors. And, like, TVs when they're off and things like that, because I've always had that fear that something's behind me. And so, like, even as a kid, I didn't want a mirror in my room.
Stinker.
And if I was in, like, the bathroom, the light had to be on, because otherwise I would see something behind me. And one time when I was in middle school, we had this big locker room for the girls, right? And it had this giant mirror. And these dumb girls were doing the Bloody Mary thing, right?
Oh, hell no, yeah. Ooh.
And then they switched off the lights, and as we were like, you know, getting ready to go back to class and stuff, so putting on our makeup as middle school girls do. So we're all sitting there in the mirror, and the other girls are doing the Bloody Mary thing, and we're like, knock it off, you guys. Then somebody went and shut the lights off. We didn't even know anybody was over by the light switch because it was by the door, and it was like around a corner. Oh, Jesus, Santi. Scared the shit out of me.
Get her, Santi.
You're next.
No, I'm not.
But yeah, so somebody had switched the light switch off, and we didn't know that anybody was over there, so we just freaked out that the lights went out all of a sudden. And then 2 other girls came from the bathroom stalls that were in the locker room. They like snuck out of there, came up behind everybody.
You will
and
not,
were
mister.
like waving their arms in the mirror. And you could, there was just enough light that you could see the movement.
Oh no.
And all of us screamed and ran out of the locker room. Like, some of us weren't even fully changed or anything, but yeah. We all screamed and ran. So that was fun. That was a good time. Yeah, not fun. So I don't like things in like reflections and things. I've always been scared of that.
Me too, because you always see like those videos like on TikTok or YouTube of the girl looking at herself in the mirror and then she turns and the thing's still looking straight. It's like really weird. But yeah, like every time that I've seen like things, a lot of times it is in the reflections or seeing shadows like of somebody behind me with a reflection, you know, off the light coming and there's nobody there. It's just...
Yep.
It's really scary whenever you think about it, because then you have those people that believe that there's different dimensions and that we're in different dimensions and stuff like that. And it's like, are we picking up people from those other dimensions that we're seeing? That's what the shadows are, you know, and stuff. And it kind of makes you wonder. They said never put a mirror in front of a bed. That is very good to know. Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, there's like the different things from like the movie Signs. Where like the reflection of the alien is in the TV. That shit scared me so much. I was like, nope, la 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 la, like turn away, don't look. Dude, that's one of my favorite movies. I hate that freaking movie. I hate it so much because it triggered me so bad. So bad. Did it? That I just, there were nights when like, I would think that I need a glass of water, and then I'm like, oh no, the aliens are going to get me. There's going to be an alien outside my window, and he's, even though it's not really, I mean, it is possible because I'm on the 2nd floor, because the way the roof is, it could have been on the front window, but not the side window. But I used to sleep with a golf club, because I was so terrified. I would make like a cocoon with my blankets, and just lay there clutching my golf club, ready to swing. Oh my gosh. Speaking of, I need to tell you this story. You just made me think of, and this is legitimate, a story that is true. Have y'all ever heard of rapes? Oh my god! What the? Who did that? You butthole! You butthole! That was like the perfect timing. Got her. Damn. Got her. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of wraiths before, but they're like these awkward, like they're white, creepy creatures, right? Okay, so Trinity is 4 months old. We have this beautiful place.
Rakes, Mom.
What?
Rakes.
Rakes? It's a rake, not a wraith?
Not a rake.
Oh, it's a rake. My bad. Sorry. My daughter's telling me how to say it. Okay. So we have this whole wall. So it's a 2-story place, but the living room is literally as tall as the 2-story part. So it's completely that high. And in the back, there is windows opening to the back. And so our garage was not an attached garage. It was like a detached garage, but it still had like a walkway cover from the garage door to our back door, if that makes sense. Yeah. And so you could see onto the roof of the garage from the living room. And I'm going to get very personal. So my husband is working. Yeah, it gets very personal. So my husband is sitting there working the night shift. He would work one month he would work a night shift, the next month he would work a day shift. That's how his schedule was. Every other month he worked night shift. Mm-hmm. Well, this time he's working the night shift, so I'm like up. I'm like, I cannot sleep without my husband, so I'm gonna stay up. And this is whenever I was gaming out playing City of Villains. Not sure if y'all have ever heard of that, but it's a great game. It used to be a really good game. But I'm sitting there playing with his friend Chad, and we're like talking in chat like we are right now, and we're playing City of Villains together. And it's like, I don't know, maybe like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm sitting there and I'm breastfeeding Trinity. I have my legs crisscross applesauce and I have her on a pillow and I'm like literally bending over breastfeeding her, my top's off, and I'm gaming out. Okay, this is how moms game. Okay, just telling you. For sure.
1,000%.
So I'm sitting there and I'm completely exposed, but I think that there's nothing that's being seen, okay, in my backyard or anything. Mm-hmm. Like I'm covered, you know, like I'm in my home. So I don't think that I have anything to worry about. And I'm sitting there and then all of a sudden I see a movement out of the corner of my right eye above my garage. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And I am not kidding you. It is what Trinity said, what I believe to be a rake. Hold on. Rake monster. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it real quick. Okay, yeah, this is what I see. Let me see if I can share this. It is freaking terrifying. Let me change what I am looking at. I think it's Microsoft Edge. Nope, that's the wrong one. Window. Crap, that's not gonna do it. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up. Oh my gosh, who let the fart out? Somebody farted. Okay, window capture, new one, add source. Let me see which one it is. It might be this one. That's showing my Twitch though. Let me see if I can do it now. I don't know if people can see it. Hold on. Can y'all see this? I don't think y'all can.
I see Twitch.
Yeah. Hold on. Here we go. That's it.
Tag.
That right there, this thing.
Oh, hell.
That is what I see laying down on top of my freaking garage. I am not kidding you. And I'm like looking at this. I'm breastfeeding my freaking 4-month-old daughter. I'm playing a video game, and I'm like, Chad, there's somebody on top of the garage. And he's like, wait, what? Where's Chris? And I'm like, he's at work. And he is like, oh my gosh, are all your doors locked? So I put Trinity down. I go and make sure all the doors are locked upstairs because it, like I told you, it has a walkway across from the garage to the top of our roof. So it literally could do that little walkway to our roof to the second floor. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm running up the stairs. I'm trying to find this freaking, to make sure that there is, that the windows upstairs are locked completely. I am freaking out. And of course the window was not locked upstairs. So I lock it real quick. I'm on the phone. Smooth. Thank you for that. You did get me with that fart. I'm like calling Chris and he's not answering. I'm calling my mom and I'm like, Mom, somebody's outside my thing, everything like that. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be there because my mom lived like maybe 30 blocks away. She's like, I'm going to come right now. Don't worry about it. Take care of Trinity, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm like freaking out. I mean, I am like terrified because I know I saw something over there and it moved. Like it was sitting there. How long had it been watching me breastfeed? Number one. Right. Number two, I saw it as that white creature, but they were like, oh, it's probably just a kid playing a prank on you. And I'm like, what? Okay. That's so weird that you're going to say it's a kid on my freaking garage, you know, roof. Like, what?
Right.
And so, like, I'm panicking, and my mom calls the cops. The cops come. They come and look at the house and everything like that. Chris comes home early. He's like, forget this. He finally gets all my voicemails and everything. And he's like, I'm coming. And so he comes home, and, I mean, luckily nothing happened, but legitimately, I saw that freaking creature. I am not kidding you. On top of my freaking roof. And I was just like, and like, I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, you should have seen me. Like, I was like leaning forward, and I'm like squinting, because I'm like, am I seeing that? Is that's something on my roof? And then it moved, and that's when I was like, oh my God, it's a person. Like, it's a thing. And it was white. And so that's when they were like, well, could you make out what it was? And I was like, it was a creature. And they were like, it is not a creature. It's probably, and that's when they're like, it's a kid playing a prank. And I'm like, at 3 o'clock in the morning on a school night, what kind of kid is that?
Hell no.
Like, oh my God, I was so terrified. It was frightening. Like, I literally, oh my gosh, it was so bad. It took me forever to go back to sleep. It was terrifying. And of course, I get back on the mic with Chad, and he's like, "Is Chris on his way?" I was like, "My mom's coming right now." And he's like, "Okay, I'm going to stay on the mic with you," because he was worried too, you know. And he was just like, "I'm going to stay on the mic with you just to make sure nothing happens between now and your mom coming over there." And I mean, it was terrifying. Oh my gosh. And needless to say, we only stayed there for like another 2 months. Like, it was weird. Weird stuff happened all the time. It had freaking...
Beyond us getting freaked out over here. The thunder just happened outside. He's freaked out.
Oh man. No, perfect. But yeah, it was terrifying. That was actually one of the scariest moments of my life. Not only because it would have been different if it had just been me, but because I had Trinity with me and we're alone, like, that made it that much more intense for me. And I'm telling you, like, oh, my panic attack, I was just like, I can't have a panic attack right now. I gotta be strong for my daughter. Like, I was just, it was intense.
I can't crumble now.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I forgot about that one. As soon as I was like, oh, I gotta tell you that one, because that one was super freaking creepy, and it legitimately happened. Now, was it a rake? I don't know, but it was something white that was crouched down like freaking Spider-Man on my roof. Like, I wouldn't know of anything else that does that. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so weird. That's insane.
Well, do you want to go ahead and do we have anybody else that wants to tell a story? Is Beyond Us almost ready?
The door's Beyond Us is waking up to it.
The fudge?
He's getting ready. He's getting ready.
Andy, yeah, that heart starts racing. Dude, I'm telling you. It was racing like crazy.
Or do you want me to tell it?
It was intense.
No? Alright, you gotta get into the waiting lobby in the Discord.
I like that your thing just drags. That's actually pretty dope.
What thing?
Got him. You said your dock, or whatever you made, it drags them in here?
Oh. I have the Discord, the browser. To where it's a dock in my OBS. So I have it open, I can drag them. I just can't connect to the voice on there, but it saves me having to go back and forth to the actual app, which can bog down the computer quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. I feel that.
So, oh my God, Santi. One of these days, I'm gonna get you.
We need to get him. I try all the time, and I think he has himself muted, so when we do get him, we don't hear it. He's sneaky like that. Oh man, that was so freaking terrible. I can still see it like it happened yesterday. I can still remember it.
So, guys, one person that we're trying to get as a guest on the podcast is Mr. Hey, It's Rough. Some of you might know him, but I'm kind of trying to get a hold of him for that. I've seen him a couple of times and mentioned it, and he seemed interested, so we'll see how things go with that. But he is going to be back live for the September 1st, right?
Ooh.
Friday at 7:30 p.m. That's Eastern time. So make sure to stop in and show him all the love. He's been gone for almost 2 months now, trying to do a revamp on his streaming space, and it's just been one problem after another. So
Aw.
he's going to be live once more, finally, on the 1st, which is Friday at 7:30 Eastern.
Heck yeah.
And this Friday we have a special guest, guys. We have a special guest. And some of you might know her. Her name is Arizona on Kick and Twitter. She's going to be here with us. We're going to be talking about a place that's local for me and her because we're both in the state of Arizona. Obviously, because her name is Arizona. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Superstition Mountain. And I don't know if anybody knows what Superstition Mountain is, but it is a scary, 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 scary place. A lot of crazy stuff has happened there through the years. The natives don't even like that place. So, yeah. So that's what we'll be talking about this Friday. That is 6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Central. Make sure you're here on Friday.
Yes, definitely. Beyond this, let's go, baby.
Are
Discord?
you ready for the Discord? Oh, the link's probably not working there, but
He's in the Discord.
oh, you are in the Discord. Yeah, it's Karma. It's Karma's Discord, the one that's the purple logo on the left. Aren't you?
He was. Did he leave my Discord?
No, he never joined yours. Do you have my video open? I'm gonna link it right now.
Oh.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, my bad. I'm in all of our Discord, so when people join, I automatically think they're
You're
joining.
just like, oh.
Yes, my bad, my bad.
You're good, you're good.
Bum, 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 bum. It's getting scary.
Woo. Hey, what's up? Pretend blurp person that's allegedly joining the Discord, but not really.
Wait, what?
Oh, Santi blurped me and it was the ba-doom. Hey guys, what's going on?
Oh, how funny. I wish he would join us and give us a scary story. That would be dope. I mean, even if it's just for the voice, you know what I mean?
One second.
No
Okay.
worries.
Invite. Yeah, there we go. Oh, ow. I sent you 2 invites. One is to join the chat, and then the other one is to join the, Yeah, just click on the other invite. Sorry, I screwed up.
He's
I'm
in.
smart today. I'm super smart.
He's here.
Alright, now join the waiting lobby voice chat. There we go. Oh, what the hell? That
What?
was weird.
What happened?
It was just weird.
Hello.
Alrighty, he is in the chat, and he's muted.
Yes.
You gotta hit the microphone button. There you go. Ooh, I'm gonna be quiet, though.
You know,
It's yeah, we can hear you, and I can hear me, too.
okay. So this is my orb story. I don't know if I'm going to tell it very well, but I'll do my best here.
Ooh,
So
orbs.
this was over about 10 years ago. I was still in high school.
Mhm.
My uncle Rick had just passed, and he was my great uncle Rick. He was my mom's uncle. And so after that, my aunt, she came to live with us in our little 1-bedroom apartment up in Phoenix. And I think I was a pretty bad kid at that time, so I was grounded. I was trying to sneak out onto the patio to go hit my little sneak-a-toke. And I was out there for about 5 minutes, and my aunt came out. She knew what I was up to. And so, instead of doing that, she proceeded to tell me this story about how her husband passed, because he had just passed just like a couple months prior to all this when she moved in. And so we were out there for about an hour, and she was telling me the whole story about how he had this tumor growing on this like tube in between one organ from another. I don't remember which organs they were, but there was a little tube that goes between the two organs. He had a growth on it.
Oh.
And the doctors, they were going to cut it out and replace it with like this synthetic tube. Well, for some reason, we believe to milk the insurance, they decided to turn one operation into 2 operations. And so instead of doing that tube, they went in there and they put a stent to open it up.
Mm.
Well, I guess because he had smoked for so many years, his veins and arteries were all thin. And so the pressure from the flow through that tube between his organs made the stent like rip open as it slid through. And he ended up getting septic, dying because of that.
Oh my gosh.
And so she was telling me this whole story. It took about an hour. I don't remember everything. That's mostly what I remember. But yeah, for like a whole hour we were out there just on like, you've probably seen those little apartment patios. They're just like tiny little things with a little wall.
Mm-hmm.
And right outside is like the parking and the covered parking. And so we're leaning against the wall. She finishes her story. She's, sitting there kind of just crying. She's looking to the right. I'm looking straight ahead, and then just right over the covered parking. Oh yeah, and like those parking lot lights, how they're like the real orange and not very bright, so the bugs don't show up.
Uh-huh.
That's what's lighting all the drive-through through the complex.
Mm.
And so it's still kind of like dark and just those orange lights. And so leaning against the wall, and all of a sudden this like solid white, bright, like baseball-sized orb flies over the covered parking right over my head and just like shoots right across, just whoosh, right over my head into the balcony above me. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And my aunt looks over, she's like, what happened? And all of a sudden I started like shaking, I started crying. I was like, well, like, what's going on? I don't know. She's like, what happened? What happened? And I was like, well, I think I just saw an orb. Like an orb just flew over my head. And she's like, what? And she ended up believing me because I had like this physical reaction that I couldn't control. Almost like I was like going into like, the best way I could describe it is like a panic attack, but without the panic. And
Damn.
Yeah, I got this very euphoric sensation just like came through my head, down the back of my neck, into my spine, and just filled my whole body. Like the most euphoric feeling I've ever felt, even to this day. And I had this strong urge to just like rub her back. And so I told her, I was like, I feel like I want to rub your back. And she goes, Rick would always rub my back when I felt bad and stuff. And so I was like, what? That's kind of weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even a couple years later, I had a kidney stone, and I went to the hospital, and for the first time ever, they gave me intravenous morphine. And I remember thinking, like, damn, this shit is strong. Like, this is nice, right? And even that still was not as strong as the feeling I got that night when that orb flew over my head.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Thanks.
So, I still wondered, like, to this day, like, what does all that mean? And it wasn't until maybe about a year ago that I thought, well, because I was trying to go, like, sneak a couple puffs of weed outside on the patio. And that euphoria I got was, like, only what I could describe as, like that infinite love from heaven or something like that. Right, so it wasn't until a year ago where I was like, well, maybe like smoking weed's probably not the best thing. Like maybe if I just do good here on Earth, maybe in the afterlife will be like a high so unachievable here.
That's crazy though. That you had that intense feeling of wanting to rub her back. It was like your uncle was there with either in you or with you.
Right. It's like he was like working through me or something. It was kind of weird because I didn't know that. I mean, I guess anybody would do that to their wife, but yeah, I just like it came in my head, like just like, rub her back, rub her back. And so I told her, I was like, oh, I feel like I want to rub your back or something. And she's like, and then she started like crying even more. Like, oh, that's how Uncle Rick always used to rub my back.
Wow, that's
Yeah, it was
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, I've never forgotten that story, and I still wonder what it means to this day.
That's crazy because my husband has an orb story. I won't tell the story. I'll let him do it whenever he actually wants to do it. But it's a really good orb story, kind of the same like you said, which is kind of crazy. And it was a blue light, wasn't it?
No, it was like a pure white light.
Oh, his was like a
The size of
bluish
baseball.
light. Okay.
I think there's I was looking up like what the meanings of the different colors. I forget what they are, but yeah, they could all mean something different colors. And I thought to myself over and over, like, what this could have been something like maybe it was like a mirror flash or a flashlight or, but I don't know. They didn't have drones then, but yeah, it was just a dark parking lot in the apartment complex with those dull orange lights. Like, there's no way a bright ball of white light could have flown over my head the way it did with anything that I could think of other than what I've seen in ghost shows about orbs. Like, that's the only thing that would make sense to me is that it was actually an orb. Nothing else could have done what I saw.
Yeah, nothing. I don't think anything would have been able to do that. That's crazy.
Sure. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Even in the months prior to that, like her son and stuff had some weird stuff happen. Like I guess his car broke down and he popped open the hood, and my aunt was telling me this. She said the corner of the hood like bent over like it was made out of tinfoil, and her son was like, "What the hell?" And then it just like shook, and then just returned back to normal.
That's
And so
crazy.
They believe that was my Uncle Rick too, because he was a tow truck driver and mechanic, and it's like, he's giving you a sign, your car's breaking down, but you didn't take care of it. And they thought maybe he was mad and like bent the hood for not taking care of your car. And they saw the hood bend over and go back. And, she's all kinds of crazy stories and stuff.
Lobby said that you guys are gonna cause nightmares when I go to bed.
That's what we do here. That's what we work for. That's what
You're
we
gonna
want.
share about the sleep paralysis too?
Should I?
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's scary as hell.
Sleep paralysis is probably the scariest thing that's ever happened to me.
Oof.
I've had sleep paralysis a few times, but some of the most notable ones
Holy
was
crap, AP, thank you.
Missy had her student housing apartment. It was like a 4-bedroom apartment, and all the other people, they left. So it was just her and these 4 bedrooms, one of which we could never get into. And so she's sleeping in her bedroom all the way at the back end of the apartment, and I'm sleeping in the bedroom on the other side of the apartment, which is like right next to the front door. And so I just wake up one night, and I'm in sleep paralysis, and you can't move, can't speak, I can like barely move my eyes, and I hear these footsteps walking from Missy's bedroom, the bedroom I was in, and it sounded like her footsteps, because it's like this like cheap hardwood flooring on the second floor, so whenever anyone walks, you can hear the cadence of the footsteps, and the cadence of the footsteps I heard was the cadence of Missy's footsteps.
Damn.
And it walked by a few times, then I heard the footsteps walk all the way back to her room, and I was like barely moving my fingers, and I was like trying to tap the wall with my 2 fingers as hard as I could, which wasn't very hard, to like make some noise so she would like come in there and wake me up and get me out of the sleep paralysis, because I was like stuck in it, like I could, just along for the ride. So I hear her footsteps walk all the way back to her room, and I'm kind of like staring at the opening of the door, And all of a sudden, if you've seen the three entities people see on sleep paralysis, it's like the hooded figure, the hatted figure, and there's one other one. But like the hooded cloaked figure came in from the opposite side of the bed.
You
So I heard her
butthead.
footsteps
I'll
go
get
one
you
way,
back, my pretty.
and then all of a sudden this thing comes in from the other way. And, like, just, like, it's not even walking, it just kind of like slides right up to the edge of the bed, this like hooded shadow.
Oh, hell no.
What the fuck? And the ceiling fan, you know how it just creates white noise when sleep paralysis, like, gets real loud, so it's like, and it's like so intense, like the volume's just on 1,000. This thing just like comes up to the edge of the bed, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like trying to tap with my two little fingers against the wall, and it's not doing nothing. And then all of a sudden I feel this poke right in my leg. It freaking poked the crap out of my leg. And when it did that, I freaking just bounced right out of the bed and got the F out of it. And then go into Missy's room and the lights on. I'm like, what the hell is she doing up? And I walk in there, she's in the bathroom throwing up. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I just got out of bed. And I had the urge to puke, and she's throwing up. So right as all that shit's happening, she's getting out of bed to go throw up. And then right when I get poked, I go in there and catch her vomiting in the bathroom in her bed. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it got
You
both
missed
of us.
you missed a point on there. When you came in the room and you saw my kids on the
No,
bed.
that was a different one.
I thought that was that
No,
night.
that was
And then
a
you came in later, and that's when I was throwing up.
No, that was a different one. This one happened in the bedroom.
That was a different night.
Then there was another time where I was sleeping on the couch in the living room, and in the corner of the room is just like a little table with a light. There's nothing there in the corner. No room for anyone to stand, no room for anything to be there, and I'm just sitting there. And this is like the first time. Normally you wake up and you're in sleep paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
This time I fell asleep into sleep paralysis, which was really weird. So I'm just sitting there laying down and trying to go to sleep. I start getting this like kind of like this euphoric sensation down my neck and down my spine, almost kind of like the orb story. The difference in this euphoria is instead of it feeling like love and light, this euphoria kind of felt more like I was being like sedated. or
Oh,
something.
hell no.
But I remember thinking like, I was like, damn, this feels really good. Like, this is nice. Like, I'll sleep good tonight. And I'm just like on the brink of passing out. I'm like feeling good. Don't know why, but I'm like, I'll take it. And then all of a sudden I hear these, like somebody say something in the corner, like mumble something. I don't know what they said. I heard the voice of something say something right next to my head in the corner of the room. And I'm thinking, there's no room in the corner for anything to be there, mumbling at me. And that shit freaked me out. So I got my pillow and I went into Missy's room and I was like, oh, no, I'm getting the hell out of here. And I go in there and Missy's sitting there, and on the bed are both of her kids. And they were just like sitting there looking at me. She's sitting with them. And on one side of the bed, there was, you know, those little tea light candles.
Mm-hmm.
There was maybe like a dozen of them just in like lined up in a circle on one half of the bed. I'm thinking like, you know, what the hell are these candles doing here? Like, you're gonna burn the place down. How am I gonna move these? Like, I want to go. I'm ready to go to sleep. Moving the candles on the dresser, and I go down. I fall asleep, and I'm thinking, okay, that's that. But then I wake up, actually wake up, and I'm still on the couch.
What?
And I'm thinking, what the fuck?
Okay, that's
And
crazy.
It felt like I woke up, like, it felt like I went through like a time warp or something. When I woke up, I'm like, fuck, dude, I just like jumped dimensions. This sucks. Like, this cannot be good. This dimension feels worse, like right off the bat. And yeah, I woke up on the couch, and it turns out I never got up. I never went into her room. Kids weren't there. Impossible.
Yeah, completely
And-
impossible for that.
And what was really weird about that is I've had lucid dreams, vivid dreams, all this, where you can fly, do whatever you want, and it feels super real.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this when I got up off the couch to go into that room, did not feel like a dream. When I woke up, it did not feel like a dream. It was indistinguishable from my everyday reality. I've never had anything else like a dream Like, you know it's a dream when you're in the dream, and you wake up, you know it's a dream, but it feels real. This obviously didn't happen, but it felt 100% real. It did not feel like a dream in any sort of a sense, anything I've ever experienced before.
Wow, that's crazy.
And if I recall correctly, that happened, it was either around my son's birthday or the day he died, or it was near Halloween or something, wasn't it? It was some holiday like that.
I do not recall that at the time.
Because remember the next day I did the tarot card reading.
Yeah, I remember we were sprinkling salt all over this shit, saging the
Yeah.
crap out of it. In one of the bedrooms, out of the 4 bedrooms, 3 of them were locked, and one of them was locked. We could never get in there. And the girl that stayed there in that bedroom, we ran into her at the store just like out of nowhere one day. It was Missy's roommate.
I'd only met her once in the entire time that I lived there.
What?
Because
That's
she would always
crazy.
sleep at
Yeah.
her boyfriends or whatever, and
Yeah,
or was at work.
She paid for this apartment and was never there. And I don't
She
think
was
we
there
ever
for a
asked
whole
her.
year.
Was it weird there? Was it creepy or something? And she just preferred to stay with her boyfriend, but she was still renting out this apartment she was never at, so the door was always locked. And so I always wondered what the F was hiding in that room. Because I'd had sleep paralysis twice in this apartment within like a month or 2.
And what's crazy is that the other girl that lived there had never met her, and she lived there before me. Because I've never seen this person ever. And it was just so bizarre. And she moved out when none of us were home.
That's weird, all on its
It
own,
was
man.
very strange. So yeah, we saged the hell out of that place multiple times.
Damn.
Because he kept having these sleep paralysis and stuff. But yeah, it was just bizarre that he saw my kids like that, and then he was still out on the couch.
And when I woke up on the couch, I was just like, it was a total trip. Like, I couldn't even explain it because, like I said, it seemed 100% real, and I've had some very realistic dreams, and this was nothing like that.
Oof.
And also the first time that it happened, and he came in and I was coming out of the bathroom because I was throwing up, I woke up choking on my own vomit is what happened.
Ew. Poor
I was
thing.
sleeping and I woke up choking on it. It happened a lot to me here and there. When my acid reflux was really bad, I would just wake up gagging and choking. But this was a particularly bad time.
I bet.
So, yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we have Santi waiting in the waiting lobby.
Yes.
I wonder what his story is gonna be. Oh, oh my gosh, be honest. No, those were great stories, by the way. I think the one that gave me... okay, so you gave me chills on the orb whenever you said that your aunt said that's what her husband would do, was rub her back. Like, that gave me instant chills. But this one about the paralysis, whenever you're like, I'm trying to tap, okay, that like freaking made every hair stand up. I need to reshave my legs because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe it broke me. Like, it like legit in the leg, like it was just messing with me.
Dang.
I was just like Jack in the Box, just boing right up out of there.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. No
I
thank
thought
you.
he was messing with me.
Oh no, Santi left.
Ooh.
Santi, where'd you go?
What the smurf? I was about to drag him. Oh, well.
He said that he doesn't have a scary ghost story, though.
It doesn't have to be a scary ghost story. It can be any kind of story.
Huh.
Just creepy.
He's also alive right now, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That could be. Might have gotten into a game. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Okay. Shall we pull him down? Y'all are both muted. I can't hear you if you're talking. I'll let you do it. You're still muted, though. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I muted myself because it was picking up so much on Beyond Us.
Yeah,
And
no
so-
worries. Here
Yep,
we go.
there we go. There's
Alright, hold
Santi.
on.
Oh,
You're good.
the sexiest voice on Kit, guys. If y'all didn't know that,
Yeah,
the
let me
sexiest
start my
voice.
stream. Hold on. I'm hearing
I'm
this.
gonna
Yeah,
give
it's not
him.
really a scary ghost story though. More like a supplement product I was using
Uh-huh.
for 2 years straight. It was a really great supplement product. Give you great tunnel vision. I do work out for like 2 hours and all this.
There we
So a
go.
little bit down the road, the FDA puts a ban to it, and
Oh,
the supplement contained methylax compound.
oh.
Yeah, so
What does that
still
do?
feeling it. Oh, it contained methamphetamines.
Oh,
Oh.
got you. Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah. So
Damn.
still dealing with a little bit on that.
Gotcha.
Got you. E.
Yeah, but if y'all want to know the names in case y'all decide to try, let me know.
I'm wondering, are you older? I'm curious to your age, because there was this thing. The only reason I ask is because there was this thing that my mom had me take, and to lose weight, because I'm a chunky girl. Okay, we chunky thick over here, and I've always been
Yeah.
chunky thick. And so my mom was like, "Let's try to lose weight." So she got me these things that you could get like at the Easy Mart, or like the you're just a little drive up little gas station, and
Uh huh.
they were called mini thins. Not
Oh,
sure.
no, I never heard of the mini things.
Okay,
How
so
about- Yeah, I
Thi-
tried different supplements, so
well, this was
like,
a supplement.
for supplements.
Let me tell you, it made my hair, like, I took so many one time. I looked at my mom and I was like, is my hair growing? I feel my hair growing. And she was like, why? And she goes, how many did you take? And I said, like, 10. And she was like, oh my gosh, you're only supposed to take 2. But it, like, wears off. Like, after you take 2, then you have to double up and take 4 just to get the effect. You know what I mean? And then you just double. And I was on 10 at that point. And she was like, oh, no, we need to stop this. But I did lose 50 pounds on it. Just saying.
Wow.
Yep.
Nah, I'm 30 plus years old, so
Okay. Well, I'm 40 plus years old. So that would make sense why you have never heard of them. Because it
Oh,
would have
okay,
been before your time. Because they were only available, I think, like an 8-month period. And then they
Yeah.
took them off the shelf because I guess it made people have heart attacks or something.
oh yeah, I heard of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what was it, Excedrin, I think it was called.
I think so. Something. I can't remember. But all I know is that you would double up the dosage and like it would last a week. But then you would have to double up the next week because you would start getting
Yeah, I know
hungry
that.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
was called
crazy.
Excedrin, EFX, and then after that they changed it because of the FDA, and then named it Excedrin.
Fintermin? That's what it was. You're right, Andy. Wait, you know about that, Andy? You're younger than me. How do you know about that? You look it up? But that's what it was. That's what it was. But it did help me lose weight. I mean, I can't knock it for that. Like, it helped me lose weight. But boy, you best believe that 50 pounds, 25 came back real quick after I stopped taking those. Because I didn't have an appetite suppressor anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true.
No, it was a 90s crave. It was. You're not wrong. And that would have been the 90s. Yep. That's crazy, though. Holy crap. Okay.
The 90s was the best for supplements because everything was available. There was no banned anything.
Oh, yeah. They still sell it in Mexico? Holy crap.
Oh yeah, they said everything was here. You could go down there to get steroids. You could get everything.
Is that how you say it? Axion? Wow. That's crazy. Boy, if I could get a hold of those right now, I'd drop 50 pounds real quick. I'd be happy. Oh, man.
Surgery.
I'm telling you, I've talked about having surgery with my husband, and he won't let me do it.
He won't let you do it?
No, he will not. He's like, nope, we'll just work hard.
Have him talk to me. We'll talk.
Yeah, because you're like, girl, you doing good things there.
I'm down 60 pounds.
Yeah, lol, the main ingredient is phentermine. They're like $10.
It's
yeah.
literally an ingredient in meth, isn't it? Or something, or...
I thought it was like in fentanyl.
Oh, fentanyl?
You never tried keto? Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I was talking.
No, you're fine.
I did keto for a while. The most I've ever lost, just with diet and exercise alone, has been like 40 pounds. I can't get past that, no matter how much I push and try. At one point, I was even like completely anorexic. Yeah, it's in meth. I thought so.
It's in meth, damn. No wonder my hair grew.
So yeah, I can't get past that. But now I've had the surgery, I'm able to actually drop this weight. I mean, yes, I'm eating things like baby food and eggs and stuff like that, but you know what? If that's what it takes,
then that's what it takes.
That's what it freaking takes.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to having the surgery because one of my friends actually had the sleeve done. And she, oh my gosh, Missy, she's like a 6'1" person. She got the sleeve done. She was weighing 399 before. And now, since she's had the sleeve done, she got it done like 10 years ago. She's weighing like 150.
Oof.
And she's 6'1".
That's crazy.
Yeah, and she just said that she couldn't eat lettuce, she couldn't eat nuts, and she couldn't eat, what was the other thing? There was something else that would make her super, super sick, and I can't remember what it was.
Probably bread or something.
Probably, because it would get caught on her little ring, and it would make her throw up because it wouldn't go down.
Yeah. So, I'm surprised they did the sleeve on her. What's interesting is the sleeve is irreversible. Like, they literally take part of your stomach out. Like, they cut around in like a C shape almost. With the one that I had, it's reversible. Like, they keep the pieces all there. They're still all hooked up. But they just, like, sever it and then, like, reconnect it in a way. So, it's still all there. If you need it reversed, they can reverse it. But what it does is it gets rid of any acid reflux problems. It gets rid of a lot of other issues.
I was gonna get the sleeve. They didn't recommend the
so
egg
yeah,
one
I
for
had
me.
It's the Rue
Oh,
NY
really?
gastric
Why?
bypass is what I had. And honestly, it has the most health benefits. It's the least cause for adverse side effects and things like that and complications. And like I said, they can just go back through and just reattach things the correct way again. And honestly, like, I feel great. My liver doesn't hurt anymore, because I was in constant pain every single day from that. My liver doesn't hurt anymore. I started losing weight pretty much immediately. And
you don't need it, though, Andy. You're beautiful the way you are.
It's been kind of just consistently coming off. And I'm not even exercising, really. I know I'm going to have to start more.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You're very
weight
small already.
Because your BMR changes as you lose more weight. But I went in the pool one time for like, what was it, like 2 hours we were in the pool in the hot tub? Yeah, just back and forth. And that's the first real exercise that I've done. Other than that, it's just going to the grocery store and walking around and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just been coming off. Like I said, I've lost 60 pounds since May 24th.
That's crazy, dude. You're doing great. It's only been 3 months.
Inches. I've lost inches. It's great.
Ooh,
like
girl.
I've lost like 4 inches around my waist. I've lost like 5 inches around my hips. My chest is getting smaller, which I'm sad about. But yeah. It's going really great, and I'm absolutely thrilled that I did it. And I had planned on doing this after I had my daughter, but I got scared off. And so I decided to do it back then because I wanted to be healthy for my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted to be able to get down and play with her on the floor and things like that. And then everything happened. I got pregnant with my son, and, you know, life happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of the things happened with both my kids and all of that. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to do this for me, but I'm also going to honor this promise that I made to my daughter. So I did it for her.
Oh, I love that.
As well as me.
See,
They said that you would lose too much. Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of people have issues with certain things. What's up, Flash?
My thing was, I think the thing with my husband is the fact that I had lost 139 pounds before. In 4 months by myself without doing exercise or anything. It was just eating better. And it was eating literally tacos of all people. Like, seriously, I ate tacos for lunch. I ate 3 chicken tacos for lunch, and I would eat 3 beef tacos for dinner. And then I would have 2 granola bars and maybe a yogurt. That was literally all I ate all day, every single day for 4 months. And the weight just dropped off. And I would drink an unsweet tea and water. That was it. Nothing else. And
were they homemade tacos?
No, there's a place here called Taco Villa, and they were called Taco Light Tacos. So each taco literally was 125 calories.
Oh,
and it was only like, I think it was like 3 carbs, but like 25 protein for each taco. And so I was eating 375 carbs for lunch and for dinner. So I was like way under my carb count I was like under 1,000 carbs for each day. And I mean, the weight just flew off. And so I think my husband's like in the demeanor of why have surgery? Because he hates getting put under. Like, that's the biggest fear of him. Because, you know, his family, we've had people pass away during surgery. And so he's like, if we can avoid it at all costs, let's avoid it and let's just get you back on track. But unfortunately, that place that was called Taco Villa no longer sells the Taco Light tacos.
Gotcha, yep.
So,
yeah. Also, how long ago was that?
10 years ago.
That's also a factor, too. Keep that in mind. Metabolism changes and all of that with age and
yeah.
So
it's
part
a lot
of the struggle
harder.
I was having too. Yeah, but I'm currently at the weight I was before my major trauma happened. So I've lost my trauma basically.
That's amazing.
Still there mentally, but physically it's no longer there. So yeah, I'm back to my pre-pregnancy weight with my son, honestly.
Damn.
Because that's where I was when I had my son.
Get it, girl.
So,
Get it, girl. I love that.
25 pounds more, I will be at my weight that I was at when I was married to my ex-husband.
Damn.
So pre-asshole and pre-kids.
Dang, that's actually really good.
Yep.
Yes,
Crazy.
Congratulations on all of that.
Thank you.
You know, and that's the thing, like, people, a lot of times, I hate hearing people say, oh, that's a cop-out. You had to have surgery.
Not.
It is not. You still worked your butt off to get there. You had to lose weight before you actually took the surgery to begin with. Then you have to drink these protein, like, I don't care who you are. Drinking
those
things
are nasty.
Yes. Like, you have to drink all that, and you have to, like, you're eating eggs every day. You know what I mean? Like, you had to change the whole way that you used to eat.
Exactly. Like, I think of foods that I want to eat, but then, like, if I try a bite of something that I'm not supposed to have, usually it'll make me get sick to my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just like, oh, I can't eat that.
Oof.
What's up, Smokey?
It's really exactly.
It kind of rewires your brain a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you have to chew everything into like a paste.
Like baby food.
You have to literally make baby food in your mouth. So I started just taking the shortcut, and I do the jars of the chicken or turkey. I make cream of rice with chicken bone broth, because it's really high in protein.
Mm-hmm.
And And then I just add 2 slices of cheese to that, mix it all up, and it's delicious.
It sounds delicious.
I have to season it really well, though, because, ugh. Yeah, and you can't drink while you're eating, which...
Oh, wow.
You feel it. You feel it when you do that. You're like, oh, no, I screwed up. I've thrown up a few times because of that. But, yeah, I had 1 bite of rotisserie chicken, and because it's got that, like, the greasy juice to it, because it, like, cooks in a circle, so the juice stays in it, I got so sick.
From 1 bite?
So sick. From 1 bite of rotisserie chicken. However, I will say that throwing up now, TMI, throwing up now doesn't hurt.
Huh.
It's just the build up to it, like the build up to actually throwing up, like that feeling, sucks so bad. But then you go in the bathroom, you bring up some like spit and mucus and stuff like that, and then it'll just come right out, and it's done. It's over with. Like, there's no bile, because the bile is not added in your stomach. It's added after your stomach. So when you throw up, you don't throw up that bile, so it doesn't burn.
Oh,
It
damn.
is so great. I'm like, shit, I should just be anorexic, but then I'm like, no. no.
Yeah, no,
Do the whole bulimia thing.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
But no, I'm doing it all healthy, and I'm getting all my protein, taking my vitamins. My blood work has been great. Like, everything is just on track. And it seems like a lot, but now it's just second nature. Like, my eggs, I just mix Greek yogurt and ranch powder in with my liquid egg substitute. Pop it in the bowl, pop it in the microwave, cook it up, throw some cheese on that. And good to
You're good to
good
go.
to go.
Hell yeah.
And then the same with my dinner. It's just the cream of rice and the baby food and, the chicken broth. And then I have my Freshen Up, and then I have my sugar-free Powerade that I water down because it's too sweet otherwise. That's the other thing. Sweet stuff, I don't like it.
Really?
I don't like it at all. And
Did you
chocolate,
used to, though? Did you used to
oh
like
God,
it?
I was a carb fiend. So sweets, chocolate, everything. I had chocolate the other day. It tasted like poison.
Ew.
I spit it out. It tasted like so gross.
Oh my
Couldn't
gosh.
do it.
See, that's
So,
the other thing. Like, I'm a sweet fiend, so I'm afraid, like, the only parts that I would eat, forget the eggs, I'll eat a little piece of cupcake or something, because I love sugar.
Well, a little trick is you get the sugar-free pudding mixes or Jell-O mixes, mix it with the Greek yogurt, and make, like, pops, like frozen pops.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually sounds good.
Yeah, I've been living on like Greek yogurt a lot, which it sucks because it's so expensive. But
Have you tried cottage cheese?
I can't. The texture.
Have you seen all those videos though of the cottage cheese like thing? It's the cottage cheese era right now, and people are using their Ninja to make it smooth, so it's not lumpy.
I don't have like a blender or anything right now. Our blender broke when we moved.
Oh.
So that's why I'm doing the baby food itself, because it's already pre-smooth, so I don't have to worry about that myself. But yeah, it's a lot, it seems like. And ketchup. I have to have ketchup on my eggs. So I got the no sugar added ketchup.
Oh no.
Trust me, I like it now. I didn't like it before. I thought it was disgusting before. I love it.
It's not
And I
tangy
have to
for
have
you?
it. It's tangy, but it's good, and it doesn't give me heartburn either, because I don't get heartburn anymore.
It's good. You like it too, Andy.
Oh.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all are two locos. Okay?
I like it.
I can't. My husband went and bought it because he's like, babe, you got it. Because I will tell y'all, I'm a diabetic. Like, I've been a diabetic since I had Trinity. So I had gestational diabetes, and it followed me into my motherhood, and now I have diabetes because of it. And, whatchamacallit, so me having ketchup, like, I can do ketchup, but my husband went and bought that freaking sugar-free crap. Oh my God, it tastes like vinegar, like a freaking vinegar chip to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But
nope.
I like vinegar.
Oh, do
But
you?
yeah. But
You eat
yeah,
a
no,
lot of
I have to
sugar-free?
have my ketchup on my eggs, which never used to really be a major thing.
Got you.
But yeah, and Andy, the good thing about having already done keto is that I have that mindset with what I'm eating now, like that the low carb, like anything. I already have that built into my brain now. But the thing with the keto is that it's the higher fat
Uh-huh.
that you focus on. So I just have to shift to the high protein mentality. Because I have to get a minimum of 63 grams of protein every day, a minimum.
Damn.
So the other thing I do is I mix the unflavored protein powder in everything I make.
High protein, low carbs, yep.
Yeah. I do eat bread. I have like one slice of toast with my eggs sometimes. Or like the other night we had tortellini and
Andy said, do
I
you
made
drink
up this
coffee?
garlic bread. I don't right now. They say to avoid coffee just because it's very acidic. So until your stomach is like fully healed, they don't want you putting too much high acidic and all that stuff in your stomach. Also, I don't like black coffee, and that's what it would have to be, or I'd be using a lot of sugar-free stuff. And I'm trying to avoid sucralose wherever I can. So what I've been drinking is actually the Freshen Up, which is much more pleasant for me. Yeah, the s'mores Tirani sugar-free syrup is my favorite.
Oh, damn. Where do you get that
Yeah.
at?
I get it at Walmart, and I got a
Okay.
bunch of it on clearance one time, and I just grabbed all of them off the shelf. But now it's like I have to have it if I have coffee. But yeah, the Freshen Up, Andy, you would like it a lot. Let me I'll put the link in the chat over here.
All right, ladies, I'll get out of here so y'all could invite somebody else for your.
Oh, no
Well,
worries,
thank
no
you,
worries, Santi.
Santi.
Thank you for joining us. Sorry we
Yeah.
got sidetracked there.
We went
no,
on a
it's
whole
cool.
banter, my
yeah.
I
bad.
don't wanna interrupt you.
Yeah,
I will see you in a bit.
for
Bye.
sure.
Bye.
And if anybody in my
Skinny
chat wants to
girls?
jump in and tell your scary stories, join this Discord.
Or even
I'm
your
linking right
healthy
now.
kicks. I mean, right now we're kind of doing a little bit of
health
anything.
stuff. We're doing health and wellness minute with Missy and Karma. But yeah, Freshen Up is a sugar-free energy powder, and they also have cans now too. Well, they have cans. They're bringing those back. They're going to be a lower caffeine level eventually because they're not able to be sold in Canada. But they voted this morning and decided on lowering the caffeine level in the cans so they can sell them in Canada, which is great because we have a lot of people in Canada that support
Nice.
Freshen Up.
Nice.
So
Skinny
if
girls
freshenup.com or freshenupHydration.com, use code Missymissfire, you get 10% off, and it's delicious. All the flavors I've tried so far are just mwah, beautiful. I have War Cherry right now, which is a black cherry. And they use all natural colorings and flavorings and things like that. No fillers. And the caffeine for a serving is equal to a cup of coffee, but it doesn't make you jittery. It's got like the B vitamins and magnesium and all the good vitamins and minerals that your body likes to keep you energized. So yeah, and the first few days especially, but even now, I find that I get really, really amped up when I drink it, and I feel really good.
Mm-hmm.
And even Beyondest is switched from coffee to Freshen Up, so
See, and that's the thing. Like,
highly recommended.
I wish that they would come out with a flavor that tastes like coffee. Because I can't have caffeine. I'm I cannot have caffeine. It's like, I don't know what it is. Not only that, I can't drink coffee right now because my stomach's so jacked, right? So, like, the acid is just unbelievable if I drink a cup of coffee, whether it's decaf or not. And that's what, I love the flavor of coffee.
Would you like a latte flavor?
Probably, yeah.
I will mention that to Jordan, for sure.
Like a latte
maybe-
or a mocha, like
A mocha would be good.
cappuccino, you know, French vanilla, like something like that, only for the fact because, like, I know I'm not the only person that has caffeine sensitivity, and I know that I'm not the only person that now, the older we get, the worse we can't, you know, we can't have coffee now. And so it's always good to have like an alternative. That's why, like, if I do the protein shakes, I always do a coffee flavored one.
Yes, Andy. The smell of coffee shops are like, that's one of my happy places.
Oh yeah, it smells so
for
good.
sure.
So good. Oh.
But maybe if you get into a chat with Jordan, regarding the possible link with you with Freshen Up, maybe you could talk to him about that and have that product suggestion. What's up, Zero? How are you? How's it going?
Woo, woo.
Yeah, I think that would actually be a great conversation for you to have with him because you do have all kinds of food allergies and stuff.
It sucks, man. if they can accommodate me, they can accommodate anybody. I'll tell you that much.
Exactly. Stream is going great. We're just taking a little sidetrack from our horror stories. I think we needed a little woosah moment after getting scared.
Oh, did you
and
decide?
It just sort of naturally occurred. Did I decide?
Yeah. Did we decide on who the favorite story was?
I don't think we decided just yet. I think we were kind of just playing it by ear here. If anybody in the chat wants to get in and share their scary story, yes, we need some marshmallows. I need to put that in the next announcement for the community chat, is to bring your marshmallows.
Bring
for
your
sure.
marshmallows. Yes, I like that.
But yeah, if you want to share your story, there's a link to the Discord. I'll put it in my chat here. And you can get in here, share your story, try to scare us. Whoever we decide has the scariest story today is going to win a free tarot card reading. Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
What'd you do? You're not dumb.
So for that tub of Freshen Up that I actually won, I filled out the form that the guy had, and I forgot to put the city, state, and zip.
Well, do they have your name at least?
Yes.
Well, there you go. They'll know where you are.
Just send it to the post office with my street address.
That's funny.
They'll figure it out. They
something
know
I
me.
would do. That is something I totally would do, though.
They know me there, guys. They know me. It's okay. We're good.
Disgust? Disgust what?
Marshmallows, you say?
Coffee and marshmallows?
Toasted marshmallows. Falling
Coffee?
down slowly in a chill speed.
Dude,
Yes.
hold on. If you had a mocha coffee, Nate, and you put marshmallows in there, that thing would be fire. Like, that would be delicious.
S'mores.
It would be like a s'mores.
Like that syrup I've got in my cabinet right now, the s'mores flavor.
Dude, you're really
Like,
making me
bro,
want
it's
some coffee,
so
bro.
good.
Like, really,
I know,
really
right?
bad. Yeah. Yas, yas.
Yeah. So, it is 8:50 right now. So that means at my time. So we've been going for just over 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours.
Who did that?
Do you think you want to call it as far as the stories? If we
Well-
don't get any bites right now?
I think we should call it. Go ahead and get that tarot card reading. If they're still here, if they're not, what are we gonna do?
Then I'll have to get with them and like do an IOU with them.
Okay.
I already have a couple of people I have IOUs with for the tarot card readings, so I could do it all in just one stream of IOUs. But yeah, if they're here currently, we can
do it.
Oh Jesus, Santi!
Did you? Nate said not regular black, like her soul coffee. Wow. You would drink it. Shut up, Andy. I love you.
For real.
Oh my gosh. But no, I think this will be my call for the night because it's already almost 11 here.
Yeah.
And Chris,
Yeah, absolutely.
I cannot keep him up too late tonight. He's been struggling real bad with sleep recently.
For sure.
Ah!
Alright, so he's gonna order my tub tomorrow morning, so that'll be on its way. Oh my god.
Wait,
I'm
what's
so
on its way?
excited. My tub of Freshen Up that I won in a giveaway.
Oh,
It's gonna be
yes.
the cherry limeade flavor.
Let's go,
And I'm so
Nate.
excited to try it.
Wait, those butt cheeks at the... Wait, what?
So,
You got new butt cheeks.
we had a story from
that.
Killa.
Yes,
or Killer. We had stories from Andy. We had stories from Beyondist. And we had a little chat with Santi.
we did. Yes.
So,
My
who
butt.
are we thinking?
Is that really your butt? The top
That's
one
your
or the
butt?
bottom one?
Oh my.
The top one, which one's your... there's a new butt. I was like, wait a minute. I haven't seen that butt. It's a new butt.
It's gotta be that one. That's the new butt.
The one on top is the new butt.
Yeah.
That's wifey's butt? Top? Okay. I was like, dude, I swear. I was like, wait a minute. That's not the same butt. Where did that butt come from? I don't remember it. That's a great butt. There you go. Heck yeah.
Noise.
I like how she like wiggles to this. That's really good.
Yeah.
Really good. I poke that. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I
Lord.
bet you too.
So, Karma, what are your thoughts for which one was the scariest?
Okay, so
I'm disqualifying Beyondist because he gets free readings whenever he wants. So.
damn. Okay, because I actually was torn between Andy and Beyondist, to be honest.
So we're thinking Andy's the winner then?
Yes, I'm thinking Andy because I am not kidding you. I actually visualized, not saying anything about Killer, like the creepy
No, of
one for
course.
him was the fire thing where he said the red
Yeah.
was clapping. Like that was creepy. But when she said about the shoes and the feet, that really
That
got me
freaked me out.
because I was like, okay, hold up. I could actually, like, I was like picturing her laying there looking over and actually seeing those shoes. You know what? It's giving me chills right now just thinking about it. So in my opinion, I think that one won, but I don't know your opinion. What's your opinion?
I was actually thinking that.
You are?
Because I was like, I disqualified Beyondist in my brain already because, you know, he's my roommate. So friends and family, you know,
already get a
local here,
discount. We're good.
already get the freebies and stuff. So,
5 finger.
the 5-finger, heyo. So he gets the discount anyway. So yeah. Now, you don't do readings? I do have oracle cards if you'd prefer those, which are not tarot cards. It's like just general like motivation type things and stuff like that. But if you'd like, you can nominate somebody to get a reading. Or you can gift it to somebody. Anyone you want. So yeah, shoot me a message on Twitter and we'll get somebody set up with a reading. And then when I do my stream with a bunch of readings, I'll do it on that stream. And that way they can see it live. For sure. That sounds great. Let me write that down.
Aw,
Where's
you're too kind.
That's very sweet of you.
Yes.
You
I have a story.
You want to share it?
Come on.
Come on in.
Pull a chair up. Let's
Come
shoot the
sit
crap.
by the fire.
Yes. Bring your marshmallows, everybody.
You peer open your
Well,
eyes
no,
from
I
a
have
deep...
a story as to why I don't. Oh.
Oh.
Well, you
gotcha,
can still
gotcha.
come in and tell that story if you want, or you don't have to. You can just type it. It's whatever.
We'll talk. We'll talk. Flash put something in my chat. He said, "You peer open your eyes from a deep slumber in a black room, and as your eyes adjust to the awakening, you notice moments within the shadows, not thinking much of movement in the shadow. There we go. In the shadows, not thinking much of it. You lay back down and doze back off. A creaking distantly builds over the next hour, unaudible to you at first. Dun dun dun!
That's actually creepy, dude. The creaking, dude. The creaking, that can get you in any home. I'm just telling you.
Oh,
You
God,
hear
yeah.
the creaking? Oh my. I don't.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like, I try my hardest not to live in old homes, especially because of the things that Andy said. Like, I really try
Yeah.
not to live in an old home. But the house that we lived in, Pampa, that was an old freaking home, man. Like, you walked in and it smelled like old, like mothballs and crap. And
Yep.
the creaking, like, I had to get used to the creaking because those houses creak. I wasn't aware of that. Like, I thought that was a joke in movies, you know, to make it creepy. Hell no, they really do creak.
Just to put it out there, guys, the month of September is going to be a sub drive. So every sub is going to get an entry ticket on top of just being an awesome sub for Missy. It's going to be an entry ticket into a drawing that we're going to have at the end of the month.
Ooh.
I'm still deciding on what the package is going to be, but it's going to be sort of a combination of things that I'm going to be getting from my different affiliates for you guys.
Ooh,
So,
she said package.
We've got one so far, and that was from Lort, so he's entered for one drawing, or for one entry.
Ooh.
And, yeah, so anybody, yes, a big package, Santi, a big package.
She's bringing the girth.
I wanted to do a bunch of giveaways every time I go
Spooky,
live.
you did
this
not
next
have to
month,
do that. Oh my
but,
gosh, Andy. Thank you so
you know,
much,
we
love.
kind of fell
Mwah.
quite a
I
bit short of our
appreciate
monthly
you.
goal, and part of that's on me and my computer situation, so I wasn't able to stream for a lot of months.
Thank you,
But I'm making every effort right now. I've got the jankiest setup,
I gotta
but
fix
it's
my alerts.
working.
They didn't go off.
Or I can just hijack Rumi's PC. Andy, thank you! Thank you!
Right?
You're
She's
great.
so sweet. Thank you.
So we got you. We got you entered for the giveaway as well. And you know what? You know what, Karma?
What?
I think I'm going to expand it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, thank you again! Oh,
Hell
you're
yeah.
such a sweetheart. Thank you. I'm going to expand it. So, every sub that you get this month and every sub that I get this month. So keep track of everybody that subs to you for this month, because they're going to have an entry for every
For
sub they get.
September or
every
August?
sub they get. For the whole month of September.
Okay.
And then at the end, we're going to do a giveaway drawing. And if you want to contribute to building the package, that's on you. But we're gonna do it that way. Because
she did not have
that
to
helps
do that.
you, that helps me. Because we are the spooky
Thank you
sisters.
so
Look
much,
at you go, Andy.
You're the
Look
bomb.
at you. Shake those cheeks. Shake those cheeks.
Yes. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. So yeah, Andy, that means you got 4 entries right now.
Let's go.
Did you get any other subs today?
I did not get them today.
Okay.
I got one from 2 days ago.
That's after the cutoff for the previous month, right?
I think so.
We'll have to figure that out. I keep
Okay.
track of all mine anyway, so yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show me how to do that.
Yes. And oh my gosh!
Oh my
Nate,
gosh,
look at
Nate!
you!
Dundee! Oh my goodness! Thank you,
Look
Nate.
at you! Thank
Oh,
you. That's an
Billy.
entry for you. Woo!
Yeah, we should do it
Yeah.
like a
Fire.
package thing. One sub.
Oh my god!
Nate, you little
Wow.
stinker. Wow. I love it. It was fun tonight. Can't wait for the next time.
I
Our
love my
next
thing.
stream is on Friday, Andy, and we actually
We have a special guest.
Yes, we have Erin Zona that is going to be joining us this Friday. We're
I'm gonna
super
give her a
stoked.
shout out.
Yes, give her. How do you spell her name?
I got it.
Oh, okay. If y'all wouldn't mind dropping her a follow, show the love, show the support, we would absolutely adore y'all to do that.
She just got made verified on Kiss.
Yes.
So congratulations to her.
Yes,
She's
and
amazing. And she's local to me, so we're going to be talking about a place that's not too far away from both of us here in Arizona.
Mhm.
It's called Superstition Mountain. Lots of crazy shit goes down there. Like, scary stuff. Like I was saying earlier, the natives do not go near that place. Like, they are terrified of that place. It's sacred, but it's also terrifying. So, that's what we're going to be talking about on Friday. We're going to be doing a bunch of research. And Aaron and I were actually talking about, in the future here, doing an IRL stream to actually go there for you guys.
that would be fun.
So this is going to be the preview to that event. If we get that to happen, that would be incredible.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much.
And guys, just so you know, every sub that you gift and sub to us is going to help us on our journey as the Spooky Sisters with getting travel and things set up to be able to do crazy IRL streams for the Spooky Sisters podcast. We want to actually go live on location to some of these places and check them out, do a little road trippy trip, and really bring you guys the cool stuff. All the scary.
Definitely. And we have quite a few friends that actually are willing to tag along depending on the areas that we go to. So we have some in California. We have some in Florida. Clearly in Arizona. We got that market taken care of. And I have some here in Texas as well. So we are definitely branching out.
And Minnesota.
Yes.
Minnesota.
But we're branching out. We're definitely, trying to get and grow and do big things. So hopefully we'll get there. We know it's not just going to happen overnight. It's going to take a little bit of time to get there. But that's our goal. That is our goal. So
that's what we want to start bringing you for the new year. So we're going to be saving our pennies and starting like a little fund for that, setting aside everything and putting it into an account so that we can afford to do this. Do a Cali. If you come up with a list of some scary stuff that you want to see and do out in Cali, we can definitely do that, because then we can hang out with you guys and Papa Zad. And there's a few other people that I know of that are out there, but I can't think of off the top of my head. Maybe Lauren Shea. Dude, if we could scare the crap out of Lauren Shea, that would be so good.
Well,
so much content.
The crazy thing is my husband is from California, and his grandmother lives on a vineyard out there, and he grew up there, and once he actually comes and tells some of his stories, we have to go to that location.
Absolutely.
Not only that, it has possession in it as well. So Missy, you would have to be self-guarded, like really take care of yourself going out there. But yes, there is. It holds definitely a lot of terror, a lot of horror. It's an old home, and we will definitely be. We're wanting to go out there this next summer, so that'll probably. It's in Kerman.
I don't know where that is.
It's by Modesto, California, like that area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where they're at. I don't know if it's considered North California or if it's just more Central California, but that's where they're located, and he has so many stories. I wish that he would actually. Hopefully, we can get him on the next week maybe. This week's just been kicking him in a butt for work because it was the first week of college, and so he works at the college here, the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's the middle of nowhere, BFE. In literally everything Modesto Central. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so literally it is there in the middle of nowhere. It's super creepy. Like they have stories of them running down the road and just, you think there's nobody around and there's tons of everything around. It's really creepy. She don't know directions unless it's Google Maps. I didn't Google anything. What you mean?
We'll oh my God, Jesus, Herbal.
Let's go. I've been to Modesto. You have? Hell yeah. That's where my husband's from.
Oh, crap. Thank you, Herbal. I love you.
He was born in Madeira. California, though. That's where he was born, but he grew up in Modesto. In Kerman. I think that's what it's called, Kerman area. That area.
Herbal, thank you, honey.
Did he
You're
scare
great.
you?
Yeah, my alerts for Botrix are super loud. So he just raided me, and it's like this, like, and it scared the shit out of me.
There's nothing over there. My uncle lives over there. Yeah, if I could pull it up, literally, they're on the tip
Oh,
of
Panda Raid.
of a great vineyard. They're literally on the very tip of a triangle. That's where they live.
Gotcha. We're also going to have to
Oh wow.
go to New York.
Oh, I've always wanted
because
to go
I know all the haunts up in upstate and stuff like that, and we can check out Amityville down on Long Island.
Yes.
We'll do like a whole 1 week tour and just get a bunch of video footage.
Mm-hmm.
And just do like a live recap of the whole week. Plus do
I
like
believe
lives
it, Andy.
here and there.
It's like dead there. It's a ghost town.
That's awesome, Herbal. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. So yeah, we'll hit up New York. Maybe we'll do like a Massachusetts, New York kind of like little New England tour for that week.
Massachusetts is where Crystal Lake is, right?
I'm not sure. The one that I grew up visiting is in upstate, that Crystal Lake. But that's a different Crystal Lake than Camp Crystal Lake. But we can find out for sure. But there's all sorts of stuff in Vermont, Connecticut. I mean, there's the haunting in Connecticut, which we're going to be talking about.
New Jersey?
At some point here. New Jersey has a bunch of stuff, too. New Jersey people are weird, though.
Is in New Jersey, you think? I thought one of my friends, I thought he said it was he lives in Massachusetts, and he said they had a Crystal Lake, but it could just be called Crystal Lake.
Yeah, there's like a Crystal Lake in almost every state. But yes, it's Cunningham County, New Jersey.
It is New Jersey. Hell yeah.
It's the change. They changed the name to Camp Forest Green for a time, and then very likely known as Camp Blood. It's a fictional summer camp for kids in the Friday the 13th film series.
Freaking Andy
Crystal
said,
Lake, Cunningham, New Jersey.
She goes, we can all just go and do the Jersey Shore and fist bump.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I'm telling you, like, I went to a hockey game in New Jersey, and we get there, and there's all these people from New Jersey there, and they all look like aliens.
Really?
Like, because there's so many nuclear plants and, like, toxic waste dumps and stuff in New Jersey that I swear it like affects all of them, and they've got like bulging eyes or like huge thick necks or like really short and just all sorts of just weird deformities, but they all look normal to each other obviously, and it's just so bizarre. I was like, get me out of here. Like I was afraid it was going to be contagious.
Oh gosh, you had a Hills Have Eyes moment.
Oh my god, yeah, at a hockey game, no less.
Oh lord, but no, yeah, we also need to go to New Mexico. New Mexico has a lot of horror areas, scary, definitely reservations, whatnot. If they let us go,
oh yeah,
that would be dope.
Some of the scary books I used to read by John Saul were based in New Mexico, so because I think he lived there for a time and studied all the.
Ooh, we could go to Area 51.
Native stories and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
fist pump your ass, BB. Oh,
I definitely want to hit Salem. I absolutely love Salem, Massachusetts. It's one of my favorite places to be. But Boston is fantastic. There's a lot of ghost stories there. Eventually, we got to figure out how to get you over to England.
I know. Well, we're gonna have to go sail in the seas. We're gonna get a yacht. We're gonna get something that makes
We're gonna get a rowboat and just paddle our way to England.
We'll be there. They'll be like, the spooky sisters are on their way, and it's like 3 months later. We're still out there.
We're still on our way, guys. We're still on our way every day. We're still on our way.
Oh Lord, that would be great.
Oh, so funny.
Are you gonna continue to stream?
I was gonna take a brief intermission, probably end stream for a bit, or. Well, you know what? I might as well just take a brief intermission and then jump right into... I was going to do some Oh, I have to end, don't I?
Do you? Why?
Shoot. Because I'm on Rumi's computer and not mine. And Stardew's over there.
Well, go start it real
Shoot.
quick. Go start Stardew up on your computer. And then just
Right.
hit the button like in here and then hit the button over there and just bam, you're good.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Okay. Let me do that real quick, guys. Entertain the masses, Karma.
All right.
Oh, just a reminder for anybody that's new here, anybody that came in with Herbal, we're doing a thing, Karma and I. Every sub that's gifted to us or subscribed to us is going to enter you in a giveaway drawing at the end of the month. So for the entire month of September, every sub that we get is going to count towards an entry for you. It's going to be a big gift package. It's probably going to include some freshen up. It might include like a stream setup possibly, or something along those lines. Maybe a gift card to one of my other affiliates.
Ooh.
And then anything that Karma can cook up. It might include some resin things or some wax melts or something that Missy makes, and maybe like an astrology reading or something like that. We'll talk. Get this all built up for you guys, but it's going to be a huge gift package that one person is going to win, and there might be a couple of runner-ups. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that, but maybe, possibly, you know, a little something here and there, a little sprinkle. But yeah, so every sub from now until the end of September, when the cutoff is, we'll do a giveaway.
Sounds
So,
good.
All right, I'm going to be right back, and Karma's going to chat with y'all.
Hi guys. No, I'm just kidding. But no, we're, you know, the Spooky Sisters, we're doing Wednesdays and Fridays. Those are our days for our spookiness. On Wednesdays, that is where we're going to be able to have our chat come in, be able to tell your ghost stories. Today, you know, we gave away a free tarot card reading for the best, scariest story, which Andy won hands down. She scared the daylights out of me with it. My hair's still standing up just thinking about them damn shoes. And then Friday, those are our days that we specialize in a place or a movie or something we specialize in. So I would say, like, with the past 2 Fridays that we've done, we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the game coming out. We showcased that. And then this past Friday, we showcased Amityville Horror. And this one, they're going to be showcasing, what is it? Suspicious Mountain? Something like Suspicious Mountain, I think it is. In Arizona. So each Friday we're going to have one. And if y'all have something that y'all want us to research, your love letters to me are beautiful. Yeah, he's so sweet, isn't he? Superstition Mountain, that's what it is. Superstition Mountain is what they're showcasing this Friday. And we do have a guest star, Arizona. She will be on this Friday. And we are going to continue to try to get some guest people to come in. What the fudge? Is that Missy? Oh, Billy. You stinkeroo. Why is it not showing up over here, but it's showing up on Twitch? I think I need to relink my bot tricks. I think that's what it is. But yeah, so we are going to be having different people do different things. Showcasing them. We're going to have different guests. And so every Friday we're going to showcase. If y'all want us to research something, please let us know. Y'all can DM us. Y'all can send us a message in Discord, on Twitter. Tag us on Twitter. Hey, Karma, Missy, I think this would be cool for y'all to research. Whatever it is, give us a week and we'll have it done within the next week. So
unless we already have a topic for that week, but then we'll talk about that for sure. Also, the upcoming guests, we have Thorough Kill Gaming, aka Tiffany.
Yay!
She is a horror fanatic and is really great. We also are possibly going to be talking to Now You See Bree.
Ooh.
And the Lauren Shea.
I can't wait for that one, man.
The Lauren Shea. We're also, I'm trying to get a hold of Ruff, but, you know, he's a tough man to get a hold of, but I would definitely love to have him on the stream doing something crazy and scary. Maybe we'll play like Demonologist with him too.
Ooh.
That would be great.
Yes.
We have Erin this Friday until, let's see, what did she say? She's got something
10
at
Mountain
9
Time.
o'clock.
Oh, is it 9?
Yeah, so 9 o'clock Pacific. So 9 o'clock my time. So we'll have her for about now, basically. So from the start time to 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
So I think that's plenty of time to talk and chat with her and
Oh, yeah.
maybe play a couple of games with something or other.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, so it's going to be a great time. We have lots of spooky friends coming up for you to enjoy and get to know. I'm also going to see if we can get Geeks Paranormal to sign on
yeah.
for a little bitty of a chat with us because she's had so many adventures doing IRL stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Normally what she does is she records the footage and posts it rather than doing it live.
Mhm.
But she's been to some really crazy places like the Bell House and a bunch of other stuff. So she's an amazing resource for us.
Hell yeah.
So we got lots of crazy, exciting stuff for you guys coming, and we love that you're here joining us. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday and every Friday at the same time, 6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Central, which means it's 9:30 Eastern. So yeah, join us every week, Wednesday and Friday.
And thank you
And
so
for
much.
sure, I'm about ready to switch over on my stream.
Okay.
Anybody that wants to come and vibe and get some chill, mellow energy with some Stardew, just stick around in my stream. I'm going to have that switched over in just a second, and I'll see you there.
Yes, and guys, thank you again, Andy. Thank you, Nate, for those gifted
Thank
subs.
you.
Thank you,
Tag, for the blurps.
Yes, Tag. Thank you for
And
the
Santi.
blurps. Santi, as always, scaring the badonkers off of us. I just want to thank y'all. And Andy, thank you for coming in and telling us your story. Like, seriously, that meant a lot for you to come sharing. All right.
And thank you, Beyond, and thank you, Killer.
Yes, Beyond
Love you guys.
your freaking story literally made my hair stand up because when he said I was trying to tap with my 2 fingers, I was like, "What the fudge, dude?" I could picture that too. And then he got me with his story too. Like I said, it was neck and neck between him and Andy. I was just like, "Oh man!"
For sure.
All right, so let me know when you get over to your computer.
Okay, sounds great. I've got loaded up now. It's ticking away over there. My computer's really slow, guys. I'm sorry. But just one moment.
Let those little mice, get up. Yes, no problem, guys. We appreciate it, though. Seriously.
I gotta hit the life support on the hamster.
Give it oxygen, mouth to mouth. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm glad y'all don't see me with a camera, because what I just did, you would not have wanted to see. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. But no, we definitely will be live Friday again, so please show up. 8:30 Central Standard or 6:30 Pacific. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Ooh, I'll stop. That's bad. But are you off the rest of the week, Andy? Did they give you the rest of the week off so you're going to get to enjoy? And then Monday should be a holiday for y'all. So you're actually getting a little extra time. Oh my God, Karma, I'm going to message you on Twitter. I forgot to mention something. Yes, message me on Twitter. Hell yeah. Let's go. Why did I pull up TikTok instead of Twitter? It's because it's an X. It doesn't look like Twitter anymore. Yeah, I'm off. Hell yeah. Are y'all got big plans for the weekend? If little baby gets better?
I'm going to have Deanna run back here and help me out for a second to do the switch over real quick.
Okay.
So I'm going to explain it to him. And guys,
To recover?
See you in 1
Yes.
second. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, I just saw that you said, hey, it's no camera, right? Yeah, no, it's a no camera for our podcast. I just feel like it gives more to the whole thing. Why am I showcasing that? Why is that there? Has that been there the whole time? My Twitch? I don't want Twitch to be showing. Why is it showing? Stop showing Twitch. Oh, Billy. Oh, it still shows. Which one's capturing? It's that one. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Y'all are seeing my ugly Twitch over there. My bad. Okay, switch is complete. Alrighty, Missy. Let me refresh. See you up and going. Alright, guys. We are going to drop this love over to our favorite spooky sister. That is Missymissfire. We will be dropping this over to her. And yes, Andy, just send me a message and we can chat on Twitter. Alrighty, guys. I appreciate all of you for coming out. You guys rock. You know who you are. We love you so much. Let's just go drop this love over to Missy. And we love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Okay, guys, I'm here.